think we've let it breathe. I think we're good. I'm gonna need Avast to routinely fuck off. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, football fans. Good morning, Ender Games. Hope you're doing well today. It's gonna be a wonderful, wonderful morning. I made a slight stylistic change, same scoreboard, but I've got both the logos on the same respective side. Just for like formation, really. I think. I wonder if I can copy something here. Hang on. Can I copy you? I can. Okay. So, hang on. I'm screwing with the scoreboard for a second. Okay, so if I paste a reference and then scoot that over. Right, we're we're messing with stuff on the fly here. Okay, so if I change one, it shouldn't change the other, right? Oh, no, that's a problem. Okay, that's an issue. If I rename you, will you stop that? Rename? 5. Old school Baltimore Colts logo? Yes, sir. Ooh, no. Okay, the text is fighting with me. I've goofed. I've goofed. Okay, what if I just do a bunch of undoing here? Okay, good enough. I've got my 2 separate scores. That's fine. Even if it's a little off, it is what it is. I would rather have 2 working scores than not. Yeah, I got the old school Baltimore logo on here. That's I don't know, that's kind of just been like the aesthetic choice of the channel here a little bit. In OBS that yeah, I've quickly realized. Let's take let's just get into some of this stuff here. Indy, Kansas City. It's going to be a doozy. You got the Chiefs who are playing for their playoff lives tonight. Or today, this morning, sitting in the 9 seed. Houston coming off of a big Thursday night win over Buffalo to drop Buffalo to the 6th seed. And it puts really the Jags too playing for their playoff chances as well. The Texans only a half game back of the Jags in the 7 seed. And then Kansas City, I mean, they've got to win here to just get back into things. A Jags loss and a Chiefs win, it wouldn't vault the Chiefs into the playoffs, but it would put the Jags in horrid position right now. A loss would put Kansas City at a 30% chance to make the playoffs. They would lose 17 points, according to NFL.com. But Kansas City has not shown us this season that they can come up in the big moments. They had a similar game last week against Denver, and they let they let the Broncos just go and do their thing. And that's been Kansas City this year. I mean, they are not the one-score juggernauts that they used to be. And I don't know if it's just a mirage this season, or I don't know if this is where the Kansas City Chiefs are currently going at the moment, but this determines Kansas City's entire season. And I was talking about this with Trenton on Hilltime, Kansas City might be done. I mean, they could very, very well be done here. And my phone is ringing. No, not the alarm thing. I need my notifications turned off for now. This is a huge game, but on the other side as well, it's going to be a prove-it game for the Colts here, because I think a lot of the national media wants to see more out of the Colts. They do. I mean, I've been convinced of Indy. I have been all year, but sorry, I'm still getting my sea legs under me here. Indianapolis has played really good football this year. Jonathan Taylor is going absolutely ballistic. Daniel Jones is having a redemption season. Really the second redemption season of his career. He had that one really nice year in New York with Saquon Barkley, before that all fell apart. And now he's doing it with Indianapolis. This Indianapolis team is built to win games like this, and they are trying to be the Kansas City Chief murderers this season. Chiefs are, I mean, they're hanging on by a thread, man. The Colts have got their hands on the life support plug, and they're getting ready to yank it, while Kansas City's trying to swat that hand away. Bad position for Kansas City, outstanding position right now for Indianapolis, and Indianapolis would vault up to the 1 seed if they win this. They are the half game behind the Broncos at the moment. They have the tiebreaker over the Broncos. And then the Pats, man, they have a chance to move to 10-2 today. And that would put them on top. So, really depends on what the Pats do, but the Colts will be no lower than 2 today. If you don't talk much, you're watching. Yeah, you're all good, man. You are all good. So yeah, just all the implications. I gotta go get off a game day and actually get onto the game broadcast now. Because that was almost bad. Yeah, dude, oh my god. Dude, game day morning was doing a stupid 6-7 bit, and I was ready to, I don't know, throw my TV 6 to 7 yards across the yard. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, so as it stands right now, Colts are number 3 in the AFC. They will be looking to bump up to at least number 2. A win would put them above Denver, although it also depends on what happens with New England today. So we'll see how that goes. Colts, of course, coming off of the bye. Chiefs coming off of a loss here. And like I was saying, man, Daniel, he's been a little turnover prone at times this season. But those have mostly been those games where the Colts aren't doing what leads to their success here. I mean, just from a raw numbers perspective, Daniel Jones is looking really, really, really good this year. 2,659 yards, 15 touchdowns to only 7 picks. Of course, picks aren't really the thing that are going to get Danny. Usually, it's going to be the fumbles. And it's... yeah, he's a guy that can turn the ball over, really, if just holding on to the ball too long, letting the pass rush get there. But he's completing damn near 70% of his throws this year, which is up 7 points from last season with the Giants. He's already beat his yardage, already beat his touchdowns from the last 2 years combined, and with his best year in New York. Really, he is on pace to have his best year ever. And his best season outside of yardage was that rookie year for Daniel Jones. It's gonna be interesting to see how he handles a Steve Spagnuolo defense. Steve, of course, likes to bring a lot of pressure here. Really likes to bring pressure. We saw them back off of it against Denver because Bo Nix has been so good against the blitz this season. However, that didn't end up working for him, and so now you got to wonder, for Kansas City defensively, if it's just a guy's not giving a shit thing, or if it's a talent thing. I don't know. Let's go look at your future league MVP, Jonathan Taylor. Not in Google Images. Goodness gracious. Yeah, future NFL MVP. And I mean, what else is there to say about this guy, man? This is a guy that can go for 200 yards on a whim. He's already got 1,100 rushing yards this season. 6 yards per carry, 15 touchdowns. He is on pace to do some crazy things. With 7 games to go, I think there's a damn good chance that Jonathan Taylor goes for 2K this season, man. He's already, I mean, he's got a big hurdle to beat there yardage-wise from that 2021 season, but he's got a damn good shot to do it. He's been an absolute monster. Kansas City does have a really good rush defense, so it'll be interesting to see how the Colts game plan if they come out heavy play action. It'll be interesting. Chiefs playing for their playoff lives. Colts playing for seeding in the AFC. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got Colts football on the way here on Crushin' It. No Broncos this week, so I had to find a game to stream one way or another. It's time for some motherfucking Colts football, baby. Ender Games is hype. That's his team. For his sake, I hope they win today, even though it would hurt Denver's seeding perspectives, I guess. We got one more commercial break, and then we will be off to some Indianapolis Colts football. 2 teams that the Broncos have played. One should have beat. One they did beat for the first time this season. And Broncos will see Kansas City once again in Arrowhead on Christmas. Broncos likely to see the Colts again in the NFL playoffs. But yeah, no, if you're hyped for football, like the stream. And yeah, we are just a few moments away. I'm going to get a little more water in me. And yeah, it's gonna be a great damn day of football. At the start of the year, who thought Danny was going to be in the playoff talks? Not me. I was going to say, I've already signed my Danny Dimes apology for him, but I mean, nobody saw this coming out of the Indianapolis Colts. Nobody saw this coming out of the Colts this year. The Colts were left for dead. And to be fair, most of the discussion was about Daniel Jones, who was coming off of some awful years in New York. So there was, I think there was some merit to the offseason narratives, but as the season's gone along, Danny's been able to turn those narratives around. And no, he's not been perfect, obviously. No quarterback's ever going to be perfect. But Daniel Jones has been pretty much exactly what the Indianapolis Colts needed him to be this season. And, I mean, you look at him now, 6 games over 500, basically guaranteed a playoff spot this season. It's going to be really hard for the Colts to not make the playoffs. And I think they nearly clinch if they win today. I don't think they can clinch, but a win would vault you guys to 98%. I think the only team that can clinch today are the Pats. I think the Pats clinch with a win here, and I think that's just because the AFC East is the way that it is. Broncos can't clinch this week, but they might be able to clinch next week. I'm happy to be here. Hell yeah. I'm happy to be here as well. Now it's gonna be a great stream. Should be a good game. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Water. Water good. Water good. Here we go. Here at Arrowhead Stadium. Oh, they're interviewing Mahomes on the side there. Tracy Wolf's in there with that CBS crew. It's a Tony Romo, Jim Nantz game. Chiefs are playing for their playoff lives. He's never lost 3 straight regular season games. Hey, there's a first for everything, baby. As much as the Colts winning would hurt the Broncos in their playoff position, I really just want to see Kansas City lose again, man. I'm here to ride the KC hate train. Should I throw on a hat? I'm gonna throw on a hat. Where's my Bronco hat? Bronco hat. I think my hair's just doing a little too much of whatever the hell it wants, and I'm not loving it. There we go. I look like somebody's uncle. Identity crisis in the QB spot. All right. Here we go. Butker will boot this thing away, and I don't even have to move the ball graphic on the screen. This will be fielded just before the 10-yard line, and this will be ran up to the 30 before he meets a wall of Kansas City Chiefs, and that will set the Colts up at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring out Indiana. Daniel Jones having a great season at quarterback this year. Huge rebound year after some rough years in New York. Finally has a run game to support him here in Indianapolis, and he's been that stability all season for them. See what they got. It's going to be under center here for Daniel Jones. Single back set. Jonathan Taylor will be in the backfield. It's going to be a three receiver set. They motion number 2 to the right side. Hand it off Taylor left side, and Taylor going to barrel forward. Oh, he's out of a tackle, and he almost starts breaking down the sideline. It's a gain of 8. It's going to set up second and short, and a nice run for the Colts first thing right out of the gates, and that's what they do best. Run the damn football. Indianapolis lives and dies by this run game. That's how it's been all season long. Haven't really had to ask Daniel Jones to carry him this year. That's a great run right there for him. Single back set once again. 2 tight ends for Jones now on the field. They play fake it to Taylor. They dump it off to Taylor, and he breaks out of 1 tackle, getting caught in the backfield, and he somehow miraculously gets a gain of 1 out of that. It's going to be 3rd and 1. They try a little play action boot, and Taylor's that first read right there, just trying to dump it off, get him in space there. Space was not found. No blocker in front of him on those kind of naked bootlegs either. Just absolutely nothing doing for him on that one. Brings up an early 3rd and 1. Colts are top 10 in 3rd down conversion rate this season at 42%. Puts him at 8th in the league. Under center here for Jones. Hands it off, going right side. Jonathan Taylor stretches, and he's got a first down. Needed one. He gains 2. Colts going to keep the chains moving. First drive. We're going to take a bunch of time off of the clock here, go down and score with this running game. And like I said, that is what Indianapolis does best this year. As we mentioned earlier in the pregame, Jonathan Taylor having a hell of a season. Could be trying to go for 2,000 yards. Under center once again. 3 receiver, 1 tight end set here for the Colts. They motion number 16 back to the left side. Play fake, dime, rolling to his left side. He tosses it to Pittman, and Pittman's going to be good for a gain of 6. They're driving closer to Kansas City territory now. It's another positive play on a first down. Colts are keeping it relatively short so far. Jones is working this short game off of the play action really well here. Chiefs look like they're trying to contain the overhead throws. Indianapolis taking advantage underneath so far. Big man set here for the Colts here. Under center for Jones. Puts a guy in motion, going right side. Hands it off. Taylor going right side. Taylor looking for a gap, and he won't find it. Gets caught by Leo Chenal from behind. And we got a flag down. First penalty of the game. We'll see who this is on there. The tackle was made by Leo Chenal, coming backside on the play there. Catches up to Taylor. We'll see what we got here on the call. Holding number 60. That's on the center for the Colts, I believe. Yeah, Tanner Bortolini. They get him there in the middle of the line. Let's see what he does. He gets up to that second level, and yeah, he just wraps up on Nick Bolton there in the middle. Number 32. He's been elite at times in his career, so it's going to back Indy up now to 2nd and 13 after a couple of nice plays in a row. Puts them back at their own 39-yard line. It's going to be Jones in the gun, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Pierce goes in motion. Colts need to hurry up and get set. They get the play off. Jones standing in the pocket, delivers one left side, and that is caught by Pittman. Minimal gain of 3. It's going to put him into a 3rd and 10 now. Our first third and long, all game long. We had a Wan'Dale Robinson score in that New York-Detroit game. 12:56 in that one. Wan'Dale Robinson with a 39-yard score. So if you got him in fantasy, there you go. 3rd and 10 now for Indy. It's going to be a gun set here for Daniel Jones. Haven't really been in it all day. Empty set. Now they bring Taylor into the backfield, and he will join Jones to the right side. Trips to that right side. Tyler Warren alone on the left. Takes a snap. He's got a free play. Jones over the middle. What a laser! And that's going to get him down to the Kansas City 40-yard line. Michael Pittman. It's a legal formation. Colts with a huge shot in the foot after what could have been a massive shot of adrenaline to the arm. That was just an outstanding throw. They get him for a legal formation. I think just on the edge somewhere. Yeah, tackle's just lined up too far into the backfield. So instead of a big conversion on 3rd and 10, it makes it 3rd and 15. Now back roughly to their own 39 or so. We'll see where it's spotted now. Yeah, at about their own 37. Jones dropping back now. Slings it right side. Tyler Warren jumps up to make the catch, and he will dive to try and get as close as he can. One of the Colts coaches really wanted a face mask call. He doesn't get it. Tyler Warren gets 11 or 12 back on that thing. Chris Jones, man, he caused a lot of pressure there. Jones able to stand in tall for this thing. Brings up 4th and 3. We'll see what the Colts choose to do here. And right now, they've still got the offense on the field for a 4th and 3. Jones is going to come out in the gun. It's going to be 2 bunch sets. So bunch deuces. Now they make it trips to the right side with a motion from Pittman. Play clock down to 3. And false start. from the right side. It's going to be the right guard there, number 71. And that is going to bring out the Colts punt team there. He just got going a little too early. Matt Goncalves, however the hell you say that. He just starts drifting back a little bit. I think he loses his balance. Man. So it's going to bring out the punter here. Squander a good-looking first drive there a little bit with a lot of penalties. Punts off. And this will be fielded inside of the 10, back to the 7-yard line. And that is how the Colts' first drive ends. That will take CBS to commercial break. Yikes. Do we have another flag? Holding on the Chiefs, half the distance to the goal. If there's any consolation, the Chiefs are now starting inside of their own 5. Yeah, I think that is going to take them to commercial break. NFL needs to make their ad revenue. Such bullshit. I thought the illegal formation penalty was kind of ticky-tacky. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he was lined up a little deeper than they want to let you get away with, but even still, it's a, I don't know, first drive and they've already called a cajillion penalties. I did think they called the one on the center right, though, that holding call on the center. That one, I think, was just a failure in his technique there. He just gets an arm wrapped around Nick Bolton, and, I mean, whether you like it or not, they're going to call that every time. Water. Well, hey, if you are enjoying the stream, I'd appreciate it if you'd throw me a like, or perhaps I gotta go a little further to earn it. But it does help me out huge in the YouTube algorithm if you are willing to toss a like my way. Again, I'd greatly appreciate it. Helps get me out to more football fans as a whole. Been doing a new show with Trenton over at Hilltime Sports. It's been wonderful. We've had a lot of good things cooking up to this point. False start was BS. Dude lost his balance because of the Chiefs player trying to fucking fake charge him. Jeez. I was gonna say, when they showed the replay, I was really just watching it because I didn't even understand what happened. Like, I just saw him like fall backwards, and then of course you're not gonna fall over. I feel like I gotta move my camera somewhere just to like put me in a more favorable. I accidentally muted my mic with my arm too while we were going down. Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. That's great. All right, we got the camera in a better spot. So here we go. It'll be second possession of the game here. Kansas City is going to have this thing going right to left side now. And they're going to have it deep in their own territory. It'll be inside of their own 5. The holding call pushed them back from the 7 to it'd be about the 3.5. So we'll see what Mahomes and this Chiefs offense are able to muster out on this possession. Takes a snap. They hand it off going right side to Hunt, and he's not going to get very far there. Gain him maybe 2. Gets him up to the 6-yard line, starting this drive at the 4. And I still feel like my camera, I don't like where it is. Can I turn it? Fighting with my camera. I still got to be able to see the TV, folks. So here we go. Mahomes in the gun. 2 receivers to the left side for him. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Batted up and intercepted by the Colts. And they're going to have it inside. Do they give him the touchdown? No, they call him down at the 2-yard line. Huge interception. Trying to RPO it to the left side. Just gets batted up and yoinked out of the air. Who gets that? It's batted up. That is 97. That is Latu. Able to, I mean, just a big athletic man there. Bats it up. and then essentially just gives himself the assist right there. Gets a nice little hit on Mahomes, too, trying to make the stop on that one. And Latu has the Colts offense now inside of the 2-yard line. What a play by Latu. Shuts down an RPO and gives the Colts the ball back. They have this at their 3. Jones in the gun. It's a tight set for him there. 2 receivers a little far out, but pretty tight into the formation. Takes the snap. They hand it off to Taylor, trying to go left side. Stiff arms a man. Taylor going backwards, and they've got him back to almost his own 9. Looks to be a loss of 5 there. Connor, it's been a nice DB find for the Chiefs on that left side. Able to fly in there and make that tackle. He reads this really well, too. Slides off the guard. Chenal forces him even wider, and then Connor and the rest of the cavalry able to get there and get to him. 2nd and goal now. You're still in field goal range if you're the Colts. So maybe you're not trying to go too crazy. It's not a huge loss. Back to the 6. Tight bunch trips to the right side. Jones dropping back to throw. Gets it! Touchdown, Indianapolis! Michael Pittman Jr. able to catch it while he's falling, fall into the end zone, and that is how the Colts get their first points, and that's how the first points of the game are put on the board. Pittman's the far man out in that bunch trip set they've got on the right side. It's just a little curl route that he's going to run up. Just finds a little open spot between the 2nd and 3rd levels there in that Kansas City defense, and then pretty much just able to roll in after that. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Yes, sir, Ender Games. We are feeling good. Still messing around with the graphics too a little bit, so don't kill me. Pittman with a 7th reception touchdown this season. That's a career high for him. He's been a good, consistent receiver here for the Indianapolis Colts. It's going to bring on kicker now to put on the extra point. This will be from the middle of the field. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. Indy with an early 7-0 lead off of the Latu interception that got him down to the 3-yard line. And that is what the Colts needed out of their defense. That is huge there. You steal a possession from Kansas City after pinning them as deep as you did, which it was a great kick by the punter just to throw that out there. I mean, it's fielded at the 6, so either way, Kansas City is in awful field position with or without the holding call. And then to be able to break up that RPO, bat the ball up, and then still come down with it. I mean, D lineman got pans for hands, bro. That's a massive play by Latu to really swing a haymaker and connect with it on the Chiefs. We are in commercial break, so if, I'm going to throw it if you are enjoying the stream so far, or if you're just joining us. A like would really, really help me out here, just in the algorithm, of course. YouTube's algorithm can be cruel to a smaller football creator. So, if you're enjoying what you're hearing, and you want to help me out, just throw a like on the stream, and we'll call it even. But yes, we are in commercial break as it stands after the Indianapolis score. 7-0 Colts, and I mean, hell, there's probably a lot of eyes on this game because I think a lot of people want to see the downfall of the Kansas City Chiefs. I tell you what, we'll do a celebration. Oh, there goes my camera. Camera down, camera down. Technical difficulties, please stand by. I wish I just had a way to, like, perch this on my TV without killing everything and everyone. If it falls off my TV, man, I tell you, world's over. The world, it ends. Just as soon as it falls off of the TV, the world fucking explodes. My logic is flawless. Oh, Ender Games is feeling hella good in chat right now, dude. Oh, I'm happy for the guy. I'm happy for him. Oh, everyone gets to vanquish the evil empire in 2025. Excuse me, second throw. Potato, potato. First series. First series. You know. Who cares? We're all hyped around here. You know what, Ender? I don't know if you watched much of my thing with Hill Time, but I did predict your Colts winning this. Both of us predicted the Colts winning this. So, maybe I need to do a power rankings video, man. Maybe I need to do a power rankings. Here we go. Kick after the score is up and away. This will be fielded at the 2-yard line and ran up 15, 20, 25. Tyquan Thornton's been a dangerous man for the Chiefs this season. Gets it out to about the 27-yard line. They're not quite to the 30. This graphic they've got are... They've got some funny graphics, dude, all the time. Chiefs are on thin ice this year. Oh, yeah. Here we go. It's gonna be... Yeah, I gotta move my camera, dude. Mahomes in the gun, takes the snap. 3-step drop now, standing in the pocket, looking, slings it out to Kareem Hunt at the 30, and he's gonna have a first down, gain of 11 on the play. It's the first Chiefs first down of the game. They're trying to rebound after handing Indianapolis 7 points. Colts bring 4 on the pressure there. Doesn't get home there. Mahomes has a perfect pocket to stand in. And that's the key with Mahomes. You've got to get home with 4. You've got to be able to get home with 4. Here we go. Trips to the right side from Mahomes. Takes a snap now. Shotgun. Sitting. Slinging. He's got a man that is worthy up to the 46, 47-yard line. They give him the 46. First down would have been the 47. Gain of 9 on that one. I believe that is Cross coming in to put a stop to that. Just a little dig route over the middle of the field there. Worthy executes it well. Looks like a couple of guys were on short routes or delayed releases. Mahomes just able to stand in there. Colts show blitz. Chiefs in tight, under center. They hand it off to Kareem Hunt, and he will scramble forward for a first down. Gain of 2. They needed 1. Chiefs now trying to go on a drive here and match that score of the Colts. Of course, the Chiefs will get the ball to start the second half here. Not that that's much of a concern with a 6:30 and ticking down here in the first quarter, but it's good to mention. Colts did punt on that first possession. Chiefs' first possession was an interception. That turned into a touchdown. Under center for Mahomes. Trips bunch left side. And now they're going to switch that entire formation around here. It's going to be bunch deuces now to each side. Hands it off from under center. Kareem Hunt breaks out of 1 tackle. And he gets brought down after a gain of 6. Chiefs are starting to take some chunks here. Or at least they're putting some dents in this Indy defense. They actually give them 7 on that one. It gets them to the other side of the field. And puts them in plus territory. And what a cutback lane they give him there. I mean, if Franklin doesn't get a hand on that shoelace of any kind, Hunt's probably gone for a touchdown. That hole was huge. Mahomes in the gun now. It's going to be trips to the left side with, I believe that is Kelsey isolated up top. Mahomes takes a snap, dropping 5 steps. Now looking for a man, and incomplete. Looking for number 24 there. One of their faster guys that they liked. I believe they drafted him this year, running back. Their shit was as far back as ours. How are they not called for illegal formation? That defensive player needs a fucking raise after that. True. Chiefs wanted a call for pass interference on that. They don't get it. 3rd and 3. They screened it out to Rice, and tackle's made, but not before the first down. Rice gets it by about a half a yard there. Chiefs keep rolling now to the Colt 40-yard line. They're looking to punch this ball in and respond. Lou Anarumo in this defense looking to get off of the field here. You know what? He's had this Colts defense playing pretty okay this season, man. They have a really good run defense. Their pass defense has not been great this year, though. Mahomes, it's going to be another deuce bunch set. They motion Rashee Rice. Bit of an orbit motion. Hand it off right side, Kareem Hunt. Hunt now with some room to run, and he scampers forward for another first down. Chiefs are making it happen with the run game right now. Kareem Hunt's been taking chunks out of this Colts front so far. And as it sits, Indianapolis just does not have an answer for the run game at this point. Sorry, I'm trying to type over here as well, but I got my camera right here. I just want to have the numbers pulled up so far. Here we go, Mahomes in the gun. Now it's going to be 2 receivers to the right side. Takes a snap, hands it off. That is Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who gets jammed at the line and barely gets anywhere there. I don't know that he got enough for the first down, and we'll see where they spot this thing. A couple of Chiefs are going to come out of the formation here, of course. Edwards-Helaire just got the 1 carry. Not sure where they spotted this. They call him short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. We'll see what Reed dials up here. Full house set for Mahomes. They hand it off. Hunt over the middle, and Hunt going to chug forward for a first down. It's going to get him inside of the Indianapolis 30-yard line now, down to the 29. And, I mean, hell, if there was one thing that Andy Reid was getting the shit criticized out of him for, it was not running the ball with Kareem Hunt when he's averaging about 5 yards a pop there. It probably lost him the game in Denver last week. And now they are committing hard to it already, especially after that interception. From the Indy 29, gun set here for Mahomes. 2x2 set for him. Dropping back now. Quick throw out to number 24. He's fast, and he's got a first down and a bit more on that left sideline there. That is Smith, number 24. Fast little running back that they've gotten some use out of. And he's been pretty good for him so far this year in spurts. They say that goes for 11. Gets him down to the, to about the 19-yard line now, or the 18, excuse me. And the Chiefs are now inside of the Indianapolis red zone by a little bit. Yeah, Rodgers is quick, man. They actually call it the 19-yard line. They sub out Worthy for a play. Takes a snap out of the gun, screens it out to Rice, and they blow the play dead. We got a stoppage here. Do we got a timeout by somebody? What's going on? So why'd they call the play dead if there's no foul? I don't get the refs sometimes, man. I don't get it. Why do you kill that play for no reason then if there's no problem? Absolutely no problem. So what are we doing? Oh, boy. Oh, it's going to be a gun set for the Chiefs. Brashard Rogers remains in the game. 3 receivers and a tight end on the field here. Kelsey going to jump around a little bit here. Gets set on the right side. Play fake to Rogers. Rolling. Now he's got a ball to Worthy for 8 yards down to the 11-yard line. Good toe dragon catch there by Xavier Worthy. And Kansas City just keeps moving the ball down the field here. They're not going quick. Or they're not going quick. They're just trying to get yards here. Looks like the Colts are running a lot of zone. And, I mean, Mahomes is going to pick that apart. If they're playing zone, I mean, Mahomes is going to pick it apart. Under center now looks to be 21 personnel. No, 11 personnel for him. Worthy goes in motion to the right side. They hand it off to Kareem Hunt, who's got a gash, and he gets tackled by Franklin. But he's past the sticks, gets him down to the 9. It's another first down for Kansas City. They've got a good chunk of those on this drive so far. And we could just see a total of 4 possessions here in this first quarter, as both teams have had a really long possession. And right now, it's looking like both teams are going to have points here. Here we go. It's 11 personnel once again for Kansas City. Mahomes takes the snap out of the gun, pumps once, now he's rolling, throws it, he's got Kelsey in the middle, and a couple of Colts converge on him at the 5. It's a short gain there, but they get closer. And I think they're going to spot him at the 4 with forward progress. Kelsey working on who is that? Yeah, no, Colts are running zone. And if you run too much zone against Mahomes, it's going to get you killed. Anarumo is just running zone, 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 zone. The way you got to beat Kansas City is man-to-man, man. Mahomes in, okay, we got Kelsey taking the snap, full house, play fake to Rice, and touchdown! Kansas City. Read option with Travis Kelsey taking the snap at quarterback. A little bit of wildcat action for Kansas City. And that gets them onto the board as well to match the Indianapolis score. Ooh, we got a flag. Hang on a minute. We got Laundry on the field, 11 seconds in the first quarter. Reed's confused. And what are they going to call here? It's a face mask on the offense, and it wipes a touchdown off of the board. And wow. So the Chiefs with an even bigger shot in the foot than the Colts had earlier on the drive, or earlier on their first drive. That one wipes points off. They get a guy for a face mask call. He has a freaking big old paw wrapped around the helmet. Oh, and they just wasted one of those gadget plays that Kansas City loves to do. Man. They get it on Taylor, and it just wipes that touchdown right off. Second and goal now after a 15-yard penalty. Ah, man. Neck kind of hurts. I think I slept on it weird last night. Oh, it's going to knock them back now to their own 18-yard line. Mahomes in the gun, trips left side. They screen it to Rice out of the slot, and he's going to get hit almost immediately. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-0 Indianapolis. Chiefs get a touchdown wiped off the board by a penalty. And that's how the first quarter ends, on a little whimper screen to Rashee Rice. That's going to take us to commercial break with Indy holding on to a 7-0 lead. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, let me know by leaving a like. Of course, helps me in the algorithm. Helps me get out to more football fans, more people as a whole. Of course, I like talking to people about football. And if you want to see what, if you wanted to see what I, as well as Hilltime Sports thought, we do have a video together, our first collaborative project. There will be more on the way in that regard. So, yeah, if you enjoy football, man, just like and subscribe. It's up here. All right, well, we are in ad break. I'm going to run and grab a little more water real fast because I am thirsty. Whew. We're back. I got water. I took some ibuprofen because my neck freaking hurts. I don't know why, but my neck is in a bunch of pain for, like, no good reason. And I do not understand why. But here we are. We are back now in Arrowhead. Chiefs are going to have this thing 3rd and goal after a face mask penalty pushed them out of the end zone as a whole. We'll see what kind of call they got worked up here on this 3rd and goal. Of course, I don't think you've got a whole lot of plays for 3rd and 15. But it was a great play design there. I mean, it was Kelsey coming out in the Wildcat, full house formation in the backfield, and they ran it perfectly. So now it's going to be from the 15-yard line, trips to the right side, Mahomes in an empty set in the gun. Rashad Rogers joins the field here, and he's on the outside left. And we got flags down. They kill the play. And I think this is going to be a false start against Kansas City. Everyone's pointing at each other. This could be a false start. No, neutral zone infraction on the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's going to set up it's going to still be third down. It's Latu that they catch on that one. The guy who had that game-changing interception on that first Chiefs possession there. Yeah, he just goes early. It shouldn't have been on Latu. It should have been on 95. But regardless, a penalty is a penalty there, and that will push Kansas City just a bit closer now. 3rd and goal at the 10. Mahomes in the gun. It's a tied formation here. They're going to make it 3 guys on the right side. Takes a snap. Mahomes dropping, now rolling, and he's just got to chuck this thing away. Pressure got in almost immediately there. Mahomes was getting happy feet, and that is going to force out the Kansas City field goal unit with Harrison Butker. It's a bend, don't break drive that took forever. So what do they even do here? So it's 5 guys at the line of scrimmage, and then they just kind of overload that left side of the Chiefs' offensive line. It's just a hat for a hat, and the Colts pass rushers won that rep. Forced Mahomes to throw the thing away. Gonna be Butker now on for the field goal attempt here from the left hash. 28-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. Kansas City does answer that Indianapolis touchdown, but they only answer it with 3. And with 14:51 to go here in the second quarter, Indianapolis is going to be looking to just wrestle control of this football game. And that takes us to another commercial break now out of the quarter. But yeah, how we doing so far? I know Ender Games is losing his shit. Ender Games is losing it right now. But hey, I mean, you listen, Ender, you still got to be happy you got a lead, man. You got to be happy that you got a lead. I'm gonna crack a Dr. Pecky here. Good old Dr. Pecker, 0 sugar. Sponsor me, Dr. Pepper. Come on. I don't want to sponsor gambling. I just want to sponsor some crisp Dr. Pepper. And some good Dr. Pepper. Yeah, let me know how you're feeling in Jeez Louise, my throat will stop giving out on me. In chat, of course. I love hearing what you guys think. Love interacting with you guys. These streams are my favorite, man. These streams are my absolute favorite because I get to interact with everybody and I get to talk with people in chat, that sort of thing. Throw in a little guy. Yeah, we are in commercial break, though, so you are not missing anything here. Colts are going to be getting the ball back with pretty much all of the second quarter to go there. Chiefs only able to answer with a field goal. And so that will, it's going to set up an interesting drive now for the Colts. This game is going to be the one that kills me. That's what you've been saying, man. That's what you've been saying. It is a big one. Listen, I'm rooting for you, man. As much as it hurts the Broncos' field position, I just want to see Kansas City lose. I would be very content with a playoff without Kansas City for once. Listen, even the Pats had 1 year where they lapsed in the dynasty in 2008, okay? Now, of course, they lost their starting quarterback, and only the greatest to ever do it in Tom Brady that season, and they somehow got 11 wins out of Matt Castle. I will still never understand how your defense needs to stop playing zone. Ender, your defense needs to stop playing zone. That's how you get picked apart. So here we go. It's going to be Butker on now to kick this thing back to the Colts after only getting a field goal out of their second possession. It was a promising possession where they did put the ball in the end zone, but a face mask penalty wiped it off. They settle for 3. Butker now booting this thing off. That will be fielded by Gold at the goal line, and he's going to run this thing out up to the 15, to the 20. He's fast, and he gets pretty much clotheslined at the 25-yard line. And that is where the Colts are going to start this thing. What a hit. So that brings out the Colts for their 3rd possession now. They got a touchdown on a very, very short drive after punting the possession before. A lot of penalties on that first possession there that pushed them back and kept them out of manageable situations. Unable to convert 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 10. It's going to be Jones in the gun. He's going to have Taylor to his left side. Look to be 21 personnel here for the Colts. Just kidding, it's 11. They hand it off to number 2 going around the left side. He's got a blocker in Taylor, and he's able to get forward for what looks to be about 5 yards up to the 30-yard line. That is Josh Downs. And that was Leo Chenal in on the tackle with another defensive back. I believe it might have been Connor. Oh, it's going to make it 2nd and 5 here. Colts just trying to stay ahead of the sticks against the Steve Spagnuolo defense. A defensive coordinator that has been feared league-wide for years. Single back set now for Mr. Jones and this offense. It is true 21 personnel now. 2 tight ends out with Tyler Warren and his backup. Downs goes in motion to the left side. They hand it off right side for Jonathan Taylor, who hesitates and then makes a move and able to scamper forward. They give him 4 on the play. Sets up 3rd and short. And that's what I was saying the Colts had to do, man. Colts got to run the ball effectively. That's been their bread and butter all season long, and we've seen every time they get away from it, that's where you kind of get those turnovers. You kind of get, you get less than ideal Danny Dimes. If you can run the ball on this defense, and this Chiefs defense has been good against the run this season, then you're going to be fine. 3rd and 1, 13 and a half to go in the 2nd quarter. Downs goes in motion from right or left to right side. Now back to the left side. Orbit motion. They hand it off to Taylor. No, Jones has it, and he's just going to skip for a 1st down. That's the easiest 5-yard gain of his life. They need 1, and they get 5. Jones basically just skipping like a happy little kid on that right side. He saw the entire defense crash in on Taylor, and he's like, oh boy. It looked like it was an RPO, but he just decides to take it himself with how open it was to that side. 1st down Colts. 12:55 and ticking down in this 1st half. Warren goes in motion. 21 personnel here for Indy. Play fake now. Jones in the pocket. Just dumps it off to Taylor, who can hold on to it. It's an incomplete pass there. And maybe I've got my numbers wrong. It might have actually been 12 personnel. I think the first number is running backs on the field for the personnel lineups. That's my apologies for the misinformation. If you want an update here, Steelers defense scores a touchdown in Chicago to put them up 14-7. Looks like Pittsburgh's defense is finally starting to get right. It's going to be a gun set. Technically 12 personnel there with 2 tight ends. But they are lined out as receivers. Jones dropping back to throw. Slings one over the middle. That is Mo Alley Cox, who's going to get forward for a gain of 9. Getting him close to midfield now, up to the 47-yard line. They need the 48 for a 1st down. And that's certainly going to help them on that quest. 3rd and 1 now. Mo Alley Cox just kind of sets up in the middle and uses all of that big frame there to basically fall backwards for to get him close to the 1st down. It's another 3rd and short situation now for the Colts. And this has been where they're good this season, of course. 3rd and 1, you've got Jonathan Taylor on MVP pace, under center for Jones. It's 11 personnel. Warren's going to go in motion, get on the left side of the formation now. Now they send him back to the right. Jones, play fake, standing in the pocket, lofts one, and he's got him, man. That's going to be number 18. He's gone down the sideline. 20, 15, makes a move at the 10, and they're going to shove him out. He will be down at the 3. That is Austin Doolin, I believe. Number 16 there with some wheels. Just gets wide open in that left center area of the field there. He beats Connor, it looks like. Yeah, oh, he absolutely torches Connor and just gets free down that sideline. And then he goes flying like a cartoon character at the end of that when somebody finally gets him out. But Colts are going to have 1st and goal now with the Kansas City. They mark him out of the 5. It's going to be 12 personnel for him. Mo Alley Cox back on the field with Tyler Warren. They play fake it. Now it's going to go to Tyler Warren on a screen, who's trying to find any room there, trying to follow a blocker, but the Chiefs are keyed in on it. It's a gain of 1 down to the 4. They're looking to make this a 2-score game now and try to take control of this game. 11 minutes in the half left. Colts have man, just a huge play there on just to get them where they are on this drive. And they've had a couple of haymaker plays land so far in this game. They've got a 2nd and goal from the 4. It's going to be 11 personnel, shotgun set. Taylor to the right side, or maybe it's 12. They send number 85 in motion to the right side. Jones back to throw. Pressure getting in on him. He stands in and delivers a strike. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ogletree able to keep his feet in bounds, and that will get the Colts to double digits. Drew Ogletree makes that catch in the back of the end zone. He's the one that went in motion, comes around the formation, and able to get both feet down. Wow. And he had a defensive back all over him in Trent McDuffie. Able to use that big, tall frame of his, gets possession, gets both feet down with the heel, and comes down with it. What a catch by Drew Ogletree. And the Colts are going to be even further on top. Here we go. The PAT is up, and it is good. Indianapolis with an 11-point lead in Arrowhead Stadium. What a series by the Colts there. IU touchdown moment. Hey! Was Ashton Doolin with the big play to get him into a goal-to-go situation, and it's Drew Ogletree that finishes the drive off for him. And as much as AFC seeding is going to pain me with Indy going up on the Broncos, of course, if this result holds, it feels so nice to see Kansas City losing, man. This better hold. Ender Games, I need you to will the Colts to a big dub. Of course, the touchdown does send us to commercial break, so gonna get all the plugs out of the way. If you're enjoying the stream, if you like what you hear, I would appreciate it if you threw a like to the stream. It certainly helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And of course, us small creators, we got to get everything that we can take there with the take everything we can get with the algorithm. So if you want to help me out, I would appreciate it. And of course, if you like the Broncos, feel free to subscribe, plug whatever. Yeah, man. This is about as best case scenario of a start for the Indianapolis Colts as they can get, man. Absolutely best case scenario for Indianapolis. Penalty on your possession, encroaching on the score. Okay, Ender Games. Okay. First down miles, I guess. I don't know. While we are in ad break, though, let's go give some of these NFL scores from around the league a look. If I can pull them up competently without knocking down my camera here. Let's go take a look at some of these other scores around the league. Seahawks with a predictable 10-3 lead there with 11:02 in the second quarter. Packers-Vikings. It's a 7-3 ball game. Minnesota ball inside of their own 20-yard line. Jets-Ravens is still a scoreless game in the second quarter. 9:43 to go. Jet ball at their own 41-yard line. Tyrod Taylor playing against his former team. Giants, wow, are up 10-0 on the Detroit Lions. Never mind, to make that 10-7. Lions just got a score on to cut that lead to 3. It's Jameis Winston having a good game so far. 5 of 7, 129 and a touchdown. Jared Goff, 7 of 10, 69. Oh, excuse me, with a score of his own. Steeler-Bears. Bears still down 14-7 after that big defensive touchdown that Pittsburgh got. Bengals are up 10-0 on the Pats, so the Broncos might be getting a little bit of help here from the Bengals. And then later on, a couple of games that we'll get into later, we are back here in Kansas City, and that is fielded by Tyquan Thornton, making a move, trying to get past the 20, and he's barely going to get that out to the 21-yard line. big special teams tackle there by Lammons, number 38 for the Colts. Don't know how you feel about Lammons ender games, but has he been real good special teams gunner for you guys this season? What do we make of him? So, Kansas City ball once again. They get a field goal on the last possession. First possession. Mahomes threw a pick inside of his own 5-yard line. That was Latu that batted it up on an RPO and caught it on the fall. Here we go. 1st and 10, Kansas City. Looks to be 11 personnel for them here. They snap it. Play fake to Hunt. Rolling to his left side. Tosses it out. That is Gray. It was 12 personnel. And Gray is going to be up for a gain of what looks to be about 3 yards on that one. 2nd down and 7 for the Chiefs now. Special teams have been okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. With as good of an offense as you guys have, I mean, you just need the rest of the team to not screw it up there. I'd take an okay special teams. The Broncos have been better on special teams as of late, but Noah Gray comes out of the game. He looks a little shaken up. That's not good. 2nd and 7 now for the Chiefs. It was Tripp's bunch to the right side. Kelsey broke it. Now rejoins it. They hand it off to Hunt left side, and he is going to get eaten alive. Big number 90 coming up the middle. That is Grover Stewart. That's a big man able to completely stop the forward momentum of Kareem Hunt. Limits it to a gain of 3. Drives him into the backfield, of course, but forward progress dictates that he still gets a gain. 3rd and 4. Now for the Chiefs. Colts looking to get a 3 and out. That's a big tackle by Grover Stewart. Big nose guard man in there in the middle. 3rd and 4. Did look like the Colts are going to a little bit of a lighter package. Gun set for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Got him in 11 personnel now. Takes the snap. Mahomes dropping back. 5 steps, 7 steps. Now he's stepping up in the pocket. Now he's going to run. Mahomes slides down after getting a 1st down. He needed 4. He gets 5. Slides down right after that. Just kind of, I don't know, playing ring around the rosy with one of the Colts DBs as soon as he breaks contain. Or with one of the linebackers, number 58 there. Yeah, just playing ring around the rosy with him before he finally slides down. 90 is a unit. Fuck yeah, he is. That's a big man. New set of downs now for Kansas City as they approach their own 35. Snap out of the gun. Mahomes dropping back. Mahomes in the pocket. Slings that to the left side. That is Kareem Hunt to the check down. And he basically drags a Colts defender. Is that Sauce Gardner that he drags for what looked to be a gain of 9. It's going to set up 2nd and short either way. And the NFL Today update, Drake May. Here's how the Bengals got to 10 points. A big pick 6 by Geno Stone. That's a touchdown for Cincinnati to put the Pats in a 10-0 hole. Here we go, 2nd and 2. Mahomes under center. They're going to motion worthy right to left side. They hand it off to Hunt going right side, and he is going to get eaten alive. That is Grover Stewart causing mayhem again. That is Pay and Pratt that join in as well to bring him down. Goes for no gain, and it will remain 3rd and 2. And it looks like the heavier units are going to stay out here for the Colts on this 3rd and short. Looking to be base personnel more than likely for them. I don't know what the base Colts defense is. I don't know if they're a 4-3 or a 3-4 team. Colts come in now, 4 on the line. Does look to be a 4-3 set for him. Mahomes in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Hunt, and he is going to get stuffed again. Kareem Hunt gets completely destroyed. No gain on that play either. And he's just waiting for a guy to help him up. He was on the ground a little longer, but he was just waiting for the pile up to come down. They give him a gain of 1. It's more a gain of a half a yard on that one, but he most certainly did not get there. He had Franklin diving in, trying to rip the ball away. And they do spot him short. 4th and 1 now for Kansas City. And we got a timeout from the Chiefs. See what Andy Reid decides to do on this one here, if they want to go for it or not. They are on their own side of the field. And we'll see what they're able to, see what they try to figure out on that one. I mean, the Colts have shut down the run here on these last couple of plays, and that's been what they've been good at on defense. Their run defense has been great for them this year, top 5. But it's been that pass defense that's been the bugaboo for Lou Anarumo, trying to sort some things out. I believe the Colts have been down a couple of defensive backs this year, and now you got Sauce Gardner. I still think they're playing too much zone, especially against the Chiefs, but those are for future plays to decide. Right now, we got a 4th and 1. And they've just whistled the play back to life. So here we go. Play clock ticking down. Of course, they're going to get set quick. Mahomes under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Hunt, who's lined up at fullback. And I think he just barely got it. Able to twist forward and just barely get the ball over the line to gain. They need 1, and they get almost exactly 1. They just hand it off, and he just pirouettes around, Mahomes does, and hands it off to Kareem Hunt, who's lined up at fullback on that one. All of the other 9 guys that were tight in the formation just throw themselves at a guy. Here we go, gun set now, tight formation. They fake the handoff to Edwards-Helaire. Mahomes rolling, throws it to Helaire now on that right side. And that gets across midfield into Colt territory, down to the 49-yard line. That's Jermaine Pratt that's in on the tackle. Mahomes with pressure dialing in on him, able to set his feet still and get one over to that running back. And that keeps him moving in the right direction. It's a gain of 7. It's 2nd and 3 now. It's going to get me to take a sip of Dr. Pepper. Camera angles are not doing well for me. Under center, or no, in the gun for Mahomes. Kelce goes in motion. They hand it off to Helaire up the middle. And Helaire finds some room, and he's got a first down. Gain of 4. Down to the 45-yard line now. Chiefs offense, once again, they're punching into position. But we'll see if they're able to finish this drive off. Now, of course, the penalty did not help them on that second possession of theirs. They're going to be looking to make inroads now on what is now a 14-3 lead, trying to cut that lead to 4. First and 10 now at the Colt 45. Mahomes under center. Play fake to Helaire. Gets set in the pocket. Now he's got to roll a little bit. Gets whacked as he lets that ball go. Looking for Robert Tonyan just in the flat on the right side. There is a flag down on the field here. We'll see what they get. No way! They call a roughing call, but wow. What? No, come on. That's a bad call. I ain't even just saying that because it's Mahomes. That is an objectively bad call. Yay. So it's a big 15-yard penalty. It's got KC down to the Indianapolis 30. Under center here for Mahomes now. They're going to motion Worthy from left to right. Mahomes hands it off. That is Helaire trying to make some inroads now and doesn't find much. Gain of 3. It's going to set up 2nd and 7 now for the Chiefs. I'm getting my C teams confused here. Too much alliteration. I wish you could challenge penalties, but I think they tried that with PI and it just did not do anything. Wow. Down to the 27 now. Mahomes in the gun. Going to be 12 personnel for him. Worthy goes in motion. Mahomes, half-ass play fake. Rolling now. Back to his own 40. Jukes out a man. Just looking to make something happen. He's going to get sacked. That is Gallimore. Able to trip him up at the shoestrings before Mahomes gets to the line of scrimmage. It's not a big loss on that one. But a sack is a sack there. Good coverage down the field there. Everything is blanketed or bracketed. Rashee Rice, most certainly. He makes Lewis miss, and then just trying to get forward and get upfield there, does not see Gallimore coming from his side. And gets caught for a loss. They call it a loss of 2. 3rd and 9. Pushes them back to their own 29-yard line now. Mahomes, once again in the gun. Kelsey moving around just a little bit. Two receivers stacked on the left side. They snap it. Mahomes sitting in the pocket now, getting some happy feet. And he's going to get wrapped up again. Couple of different Indianapolis Colts will wrap him up there at the point of attack. They just converge on him like I don't know, like satellites falling back to their home planet after being in the sky for 35 years. One Colt, two Colt, three Colt, they all get there on him and just make sure he's down. And that is going to set up another field goal shot now for Harrison Butker. This one will be from a little further out here. This will be from 48. It's going to be from about the middle of the field here for Harrison Butker. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. 14-6 ball game. Now, and I mean, the Indianapolis Colts are in control. The defense is holding up and only giving up field goals, even with a less than agreeable roughing the passer call. That's a great way to rebound there by the Colts defense, man, after, again, what was not a call I agreed with. Oh, they could have forced a punt, but they hold to the field goal. Oh. We are in commercial break, so once again, if you're enjoying what you hear, just if you want to throw me a like, I would appreciate it. I hope I've earned it. But yeah, that does, we are in commercial break now. Let's go, let's take a look at some of these scores once again from around the league, see if anything's changed. We'll see what we got. Still 10-3 in Tennessee, Seattle with the ball, and they are at the, 13-3 now. They've just kicked a field goal in the time it took me to click on the game. So 13-3 in Tennessee. Still a 7-3 ball game now in Green Bay. However, Green Bay does have it inside the Minnesota 15-yard line. So that's looking good for him. Jets with the lead now in Baltimore. The 2-8 Jets with a lead against the Ravens. Goodness gracious. Tyrod Taylor having a good start to the game, 6 for 10, 81 yards, and then the Ravens. Lamar's not doing a whole lot, neither is Derrick Henry. Baltimore's offense has yet to get off of the ground. Giants with a 17-7 lead over the Lions. Lions have it 2nd and 4 at their own 34-yard line as we speak. Still a 14-7 game in Chicago. Steelers still holding on to the lead on that one. And then a 10-7 ball game in Cincinnati. Pats are, they're clawing back into that thing, and they've got a big touchdown from Drake May. 7 for 12 with a touchdown and a pick. Coming up later today, of course, the afternoon window. Not a whole lot going on there, but there's a quartet of games that could have something going on for him. You've got Browns Raiders at 2:05, as well as Jags and Cards. Jags are playing for playoff position. Meanwhile, Eagles Cowboys. Philly looking to stay on top of the 1 seed before the Rams get their crack at it on Sunday night. Meanwhile, Falcons and Saints in an NFC South tank bowl kind of game there. Michael Penix out for the year for the Falcons. And then Monday night, Panthers and 49ers for what could be for the 7 seed in the NFC. Of course, Panthers are also playing for a division title. Here we go. Butker going to boot this thing away once again. This will be fielded at the 6-yard line, and he's going to run it up the left side. Stumbles a little bit there and is able to power forward up past the 30. Gets it to the 31-yard line. That's about a 32-yard return on that one. Or 27-ish. My math is bad. So it's going to be Indianapolis ball. Once again, they've scored their last 2 times with it. Of course, they had the short field on that first score, but they drive the length of the field on that second possession and get it to Drew Ogletree. So here we go. 2-minute drill now for Daniel Jones on the offense. 2:11 to go in the half. Single back set for him now under center. He's going to motion downs now, left to right. They hand it off to Jonathan Taylor going left side. Taylor with a crease, and Taylor gets 9. And he takes a seat next to Gardner Minshew on the Kansas City bench there for a second. Good little moment there. Gets a pat on the back from Mr. Minshew. To gain a 9, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's going to put us back in commercial break after we've seen one play. That roughing the passer call was blatant BS. I most certainly did not agree with it. I mean, you've got the guy jumping onto the guy as he's releasing it, or before he releases it, as he's going to throw it. I certainly disagreed with it. But there's only so much you can do with disagreement. Plus, the Colts, I mean, they did rebound on that drive anyways and hold it to a field goal. They shouldn't have maybe given up a field goal, you could argue, but it is what it is. One like equals one less bad roughing the passer call in the National Football League. All right, man. Oh, man. We are still in commercial break, so you are not missing anything. Don't worry. We are still in ad break. I'm going to look at a couple of things on my other monitor, so bear with me here for just a second. Yummy Dr. Pepper. Man, every fan has been asking for the refs to be held accountable in one way or another. And I mean, like, there needs to be a way. But I felt like the best, I don't know, now that we've got like the instant review from New York, or like the replay assist or whatever, like, I think that almost reopens the door for the discussion of being able to review penalties or just specific calls. I really don't know. That's my best solution though. But let me know yours, of course, in the comments, everyone that's in the chat room here. Or that's, I don't know, in the virtual room with me. Again, still in commercial break. We can't avoid them. You know them, you hate them, commercials. Oh, man. Colts are going to be in a 2-minute drill here. They'll be coming out of the 2-minute warning off of a gain of 9 from Jonathan Taylor. Got him up to the 40-yard line. We are back in Kansas City. They got to go over their partners and sponsors real quick. I'm not going to mention them because they're not paying me any money. I just mentioned Dr. Pepper out of love. Refs won't call BS calls, so they can be fined for it. Yeah, I mean, that's another way to go about it. For sure. There's probably a good way to go about it. I don't have the brain power committed to it right now. So it's actually a gain of 8 up to the 39 for the Colts. Jones is going to come back out under center. Believe it is still 11 personnel for them here. Jones takes a snap, hands it off to Taylor. Taylor looking to get anywhere, and he will not. Swarmed in the backfield by a couple of Kansas City Chiefs there. Chris Jones in on the tackle, wrapped around the legs of Jonathan Taylor. Looked like Tranquil came up out of the pile as well, and Kansas City will take a timeout. Their second of the half. Sets up 3rd and 1. It's a very minimal game there, but it does get them closer. We'll see what Steichen's got put together here on this 3rd and 1. Colts have been really, really good on these 3rd and short situations all ball game long. What am I looking for here? I want their 3rd down conversion numbers so far. Yeah, Colts are 3 for 4 on 1st down, and the one they didn't convert was 3rd and forever, more or less. So 3rd and short now, 3rd and 1, 1:55 to go in the half. They need the 41. Pittman goes in motion. They're in the gun. They change the play. Jones sees something. He drops back, short drop, slinging it down the sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Josh Downs there, throwing a bit of a jump ball to Josh Downs. Interesting decision there. Must have seen something in the coverage he liked. I believe that is Watson in coverage. Number 35 gets up and kind of bats it away there. It is Christian Watson. Yeah, bats it away. That's good technique by him right there. Gets his eyes on the ball quickly and bats it off. Colts are going to stay out on the field here for this 4th and 1. Jones under center. Gets a hard count. Now he motions Josh Downs to the right side. Another hard count. They don't get it, and they're not going to snap this thing now. They're going to take the delay of game on that one, trying just to get somebody to jump off sides. And the flag will be delay of game. It's going to push the Colts back 5 yards. And that will set up a punt here. It'll be their second punt of the game. Or Indianapolis, their second punt of the game. It'll be Rigoberto Sanchez on to kick this thing. His first punt went for 48 yards. Looking to pin Kansas City back deep once again. Of course, not in as good a field position as he kicked this last one. We'll see what he does with it. Returner is set at, what is that, the 15-ish? Sanchez gets that punt upwards, and we'll see where this is fielded. Right about the 15-yard line. Doesn't fair catch it, and is tackled backwards. Worked backwards almost to his own 10. They're probably not going to spot it there, but he doesn't fair catch that thing, and he gets hit almost instantly, wrapped into the arms of a Colt. So Mahomes is going to have time to try to go down the field here, get another score with 1:41 and a timeout. But not much of anything going on that possession there for the Colts. Chiefs have been slowly matriculating the ball down the field this entire game, pretty much. They just haven't been able to finish these drives. That's pretty much all the Colts need to do here, is just make sure they just need to finish on more drives than the Chiefs do. Pretty much. And I certainly have more faith in the Colts offense to do that than I do Kansas City. Big stretch. Yeah, I slept weird on my neck last night, man. Or just slept with it weird because it does not like me today. Maybe I should get set to do an afternoon game as well. Should we just do one big long stream all day long? Or should I more just get ready for like a recap maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to pull up my critter real fast though. Because maybe I do one of these intriguing looking afternoon games. We'll see. See what I do here. Some of these updates from around the league, though. Let's see. Still 13-3 in Tennessee. Packers take a 10-3 lead over the Vikings. Ravens get a field goal on the board there to make it 7-3 against the Jets. Lions still in a 10-point hold to the New York Giants. It's 14-all in Chicago. Pats have taken a 14-10 lead over the Bengals, and they're sitting 3rd and 18 right now. So a couple of these games have definitely taken some turns. Bears able to tie things back up after giving up a defensive touchdown to the Steelers. And I think that's a game that Bears fans are really watching, or people that talk about the Bears are really wondering, can we beat these, good teams with winning records? Say what you will about the Steelers. They are 6-4. They do have a winning record here. And I mean, if you're a Ravens fan, I mean, you got to be rooting for the Bears right now, but you guys also got to get it together against the Jets. Alrighty, I'll do something with credit here in a little bit, I suppose. Here we go. Mahomes going to come out in the gun. They're back to their own 15-yard line. Kelsey goes in motion, sets up on the right side. They draw play it to Kareem Hunt, who's got a lane, breaks out of a tackle, breaks out of another. He's bouncing off of guys, and he's up past the 30. And if you're the Chiefs, that's the best thing you could have asked for on this first opening play. It's a run of 17 yards to get him up to the 32-yard line. Kareem Hunt just breaking tackles, stiff-arming guys, and finally gets brought down. Chiefs go no huddle. It's actually a gain of 18 to the 33. Now Mahomes back in the pocket, slings one over the middle, barely held on by Kelsey. And that gets him across the 45. They're still going no huddle here. And now they're in tempo mode now, and they are starting to fight back. Clock ticks under 60 seconds. They're up to the 47-yard line now. Taking the snap once again. Mahomes, 7-step drop, sits in the pocket. Now he's rolling to his right side, slings one, and it's out of the hands of Rashee Rice. Stops the clock. Kenny Moore in coverage came out, or went in and out of the hands of a running Rashee Rice, who had green grass ahead of him, and he knows it too. Because that safety is not in a position to get anywhere there. And you've got Rice, who comes across the field, but then he cuts back and starts going Mahomes' direction when he sees Mahomes start rolling out. He's running a dig route initially and then just comes back for it. Can't bring it in. Gun set for Mahomes once again. 3 receivers and a tight end now on the field, and we're going to get a false start. They're going to push themselves back 5 yards. That's going to put them back to their own 42-yard line now. It's Trey Smith, the right guard. And all you got to do is read his lips to know how he felt about that one. He just gets going way too early on that one. Just a hitch early. He's beating himself up over that one for sure. 2nd and 15. 48 seconds to go. Mahomes takes a snap out of the gun. Colts bring 4. Mahomes stands in, and he rifles one to Noah Gray, who's in a field goal range. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line is where they're going to call him. Noah Gray converts that 2nd and 15. Just Franklin working on him in coverage there. There's nobody over in the flat. Franklin's supposed to follow him in that sort of situation. Just doesn't. Noah Gray works wide open and gets Kansas City now in a field goal range. Long field goal range, but field goal range nonetheless. 43 seconds. Mahomes remains in the gun, taking the snap. 3-step drops. Happy feet in the pocket. He's got Kelce over the middle. Tripped up at the 25. There's a flag down on the play. Mahomes is saying it's on the Colts. We'll see if this is coming back. No, it's a defensive face mask. So that's going to give him another 15 yards and get him down to the 10. And this Chiefs offense is turning it on now. Mahomes just with throw after throw, finding guys coming wide open in various spots in the Indianapolis defense. So now the Colts defense are going to have they got their backs against the wall. 37 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts. Colts might be looking to go down, try and score some points here. Brashad Smith is now in the backfield. Mahomes dropping, pumps that way. Now he's rolling around, and he just dirts this ball under heavy pressure. Dirting the ball there towards an eligible receiver. Gray and Rashee Rice are in the area. 2nd and 10 now. Colts trying to hold up to just a field goal now before they've got to give it to Kansas City to start the second half. And here in what do we call it? The 90-second drill. I mean, Kansas City has really, really gotten this offense working with the tempo. Slight hiccup there. Gun set now. 12 personnel for Kansas City. Kelce and Gray are out in the formation. 2 receivers on the field as well. Gets it off with 5 seconds on the clock. Mahomes pumps. Now he's standing in the pocket. Happy feet a little bit there. Slings one just way out of the back of the end zone there. Didn't like what he saw. Great coverage on the back end by the Colts. And we got another flag down on the field. Mahomes still pointing at the Colts. And it's another roughing the passer call. And that's going to put him half the distance to the goal line. I saw another flag fly in there at some point over something. They get Latu for roughing. Just falls into the knees of Mahomes. Oof. Mahomes had a wide open touchdown on that one too. Oh, Chiefs are going to be in even closer now to the goal line. Inside the 10. And we've got a timeout there by Indianapolis with 24 seconds to go, trying to hold Kansas City out of the end zone. Jeez Louise. This drive is going so fast. What the fuck? That's bullshit. I don't agree with the way they call roughing calls, but I mean, if the guy falls into the knees, they're gonna call that. Mahomes or not, they're gonna call if a guy falls into the knees. Yeah. There's definitely been a discrepancy in penalties on the Colts and the Chiefs. Here we go out of the timeout. 24 seconds to go. Chiefs now looking to punch this ball in for the first time all day long. First and goal now inside the 10. They're up to the 6 of the Colts. Tied personnel package here. Looks like 13 personnel. They hand it off to Rice on an end around. He's not going to get far. Maybe a gain of 2 there down to the 5. And this may be where we see Kansas City burn that final timeout on second and goal. And we do get a timeout. Is it Kansas City? It is. That is Kansas City's final timeout of the half with 19 seconds to go. They don't call it for anyone else, only Mahomes. Ish. I was going to say, I myself, I have not watched a ton of Kansas City games this year. Alrighty. So Mahomes in the offense now with no timeouts to go. It's going to be 2nd and 5 to go here on a goal to go situation. Looking to, or 4 to go, excuse me. Looking to punch this thing in before they get the ball in the second half. Mahomes in the gun. It will be 12 personnel. Kareem Hunt will empty out the backfield and go all the way to the right side of the formation there. Takes the snap. Mahomes, quick drop. Looking left side for Rice. Can't find him. Incomplete. Rice just looked like couldn't get his head around fast enough to lock that one into his into the arms. Sauce Gardner in coverage, able to kind of get a handover into the arm to push that off, and that looked like it had every bit of influence he needed on that one. Sauce Gardner keeps the touchdown off the board. 15 seconds, 3rd and goal. Colts backs against the wall. Chiefs looking to score. And Indy is going to take their second timeout now to talk things over on 3rd and goal. Looked like they saw something they didn't like, or a matchup they didn't like. Quick score update here while we're in a break. We do have another Detroit Lions score to cut that game to within 3. Giants have it 2nd and 7 at their own 21-yard line. It's halftime, 7-3. Jets with a lead in the locker room over the Baltimore Ravens. Packers with a 10-6 lead. That game's at halftime. And a lot of these games here, they are winding down to halftime. Pats do have the ball in Cincinnati territory with 1:06 to go. And the Steelers have just put another touchdown on the board to take a 7-point lead, 21-14 in Chicago. So here we go. Mahomes in the gun. It's going to be 11 personnel for him. Takes the snap out of the gun. Mahomes dropping. Mahomes, now he's got a roll. Heaves one towards the end zone. Wow. Pratt saying incomplete now. And no touchdown. They say he's out of bounds. Mahomes trying to plead his case. Incomplete pass with 10 seconds to go. That's a hard call to make. Yeah, he is. His butt is out of bounds. Rashee Rice had a touchdown if his right butt cheek is like another foot forward. Just literally sitting in an open spot, but just too far back. And he's out of bounds. So it's going to bring on Butker now to try and make this a 5-point ball game going into the locker room. 22-yard attempt for him from the left hash. He's been automatic inside of 40. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So Chiefs still unable to capitalize and finish a drive that they get deep into Indianapolis territory. This time, it's by a butt cheek. The butt cheek giveth, and the butt cheek taketh away. I remember a few years ago, during that crazy comeback that the Broncos had against the Chargers. Drew Lock was starting that game. They basically won because the game-winning touchdown, KJ Hamler sat down basically as fast as he could to keep a butt cheek in bounds, and it worked. Yeah, they didn't call it a touchdown, Ender. He's out by a cheek, out by a butt cheek. Chiefs kicked a field goal. Mahomes still looks inconvinced or unconvinced. I don't know. He's jawing with Minshew about something on the sideline there. Minshew's like, dude, I don't know the fuck to tell him. Andy Reid looks to be trying to settle down Pat. Bro was too caked up in the clap of his axe cheeks caused him to go out of bounds. See, Ender Games, this is the analysis we need. This is the analysis we need. Oh no, I'm too dummy thick. I'm too dummy thick to stay in the end zone. My cheeks, they keep clapping. And they clapped me out of bounds. It's my best Shadow the Hedgehog impression. Sonic, my ass, it's too fat to keep me in bounds. Here we go, Butker with a skip in his step now. He's going to boot this thing back to the Colts there for the final possession of the half. They're going to run this out here, try and make a little bit of magic on the kick return. That is Ashton Doolin, who breaks out of a tackle. Now trying to fight down the left sideline, gets put out of bounds. And that is going to take us to halftime. Or they might add a second back to the clock here. Looked like there was still a second. Yeah, they're going to add a second back to the clock here, so probably going to just see Indy take a knee here to get him into halftime with the lead. My stupid impression seems to have not impressed the viewer base. Hell yeah. So Colts offense going to come out one more time, and this is probably just going to be a kneel down here. I doubt we see anything bonkers. Yeah, they're just coming out in a kneel-down formation here. Get the snap, there's the knee, and that'll take us to halftime. Colts with a halftime lead going into the locker room against the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead, and that should make it every morning window game that has come out to halftime now. We got one more straggler over in Tennessee. Another straggler over in Chicago. Looks like the Bears are trying to piece a drive together. And Pat's Bengals hasn't quite gone to halftime either. 17-10 over there. Okay. Another stretch. Here we go with your halftime statistics. We'll start with the Colts. Daniel Jones is 10 for 12, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has been playing incredibly efficient ball today, and it's been working for him. Jonathan Taylor, only 7 carries, 22 yards up to this point. I think you've got to feature him more and just get him going, man. Ashton Doolin leading the way with 1 catch for 48 yards. That was the long one that got the Colts that touchdown there to make it back-to-back scoring possessions for him. They're in the first, late first, early second. Pittman, he's got 15 yards on 3 catches. Tyler Warren, 2 for 13. Mo Alley Cox had a 9-yard catch that got him into a 3rd and 1. Andrew Ogletree had that big touchdown catch for him. Pittman with a touchdown catch as well. I forgot to mention that. And then you got Downs with a big target and then 1 catch for 4 yards. And Taylor's got a 1-yard catch. And that is it. Pressure was getting to Mahomes for a little bit here. Colts with 2 sacks in the first half. Ejake and Laiatu Latu both with half a sack there. They split one, and then Neville Gallimore comes in with a full one of his own. Return-wise, nothing big going on. There was that big 41-yarder from Ashton Doolin right there at the end of the half. Gold had a nice return as well. Badgley has not been asked to kick a field goal, and I mean, Rigoberto Sanchez, man, he's booting the shit out of this ball. 98 yards on 2 kicks, averaging 49 yards a punt. That's good work from the punter right there. Kansas City, Mahomes, it's been a weird day. They have not been able to finish drives up to this point. Mahomes 14-21 for 117 and a pick. He had that pick that set up the first Indianapolis touchdown of the game. Kareem Hunt, man, he's chugging along, 11 for 50 so far on the game, and pretty much nobody else has more than 3 carries for 6 yards. Receiving-wise, Travis Kelce leads the way for him, 3 for 35. Noah Gray's got 2 catches, 20 yards. Kareem Hunt's got 2 for 19. Worthy 2 for 17. Rashad Smith has a 1-yard grab for 10, or a 1 grab for 10, Jesus. Edwards-Hilaire, 1 for 7. Rashee Rice, 3 for 9. And then Tunyon's got a target that was just a dirt ball. Mahomes was nearly sacked on that play. And then the Chiefs defense, man, nothing to note. No sacks, no turnovers. They got the 9 points via Harrison Butker, who's got a long of 48 on the game so far. No punts yet, of course, but they have not been able to finish a single drive up to this point. Yeah, man, it's been a weird game so far. I mean, the Colts are playing well. The defense is playing a lot of bend don't break at this point. And that's almost how you have to play Kansas City. I mean, despite the record, they have played efficient on offense. Their efficiency numbers are better than they were last year, but the thing is they're just not making it happen in the red zone. They've had multiple goal-to-go situations here, and it just has not happened for them. Of course, the Pats have recovered from an ugly pick six early in the game to make it a 17-10 lead going into the locker room. 4 seconds in the half there. Dude, this stress has my stomach hurting. Gee, oh no. Ooh, Pats got a pick six of their own in that game. Okay. I see you. Oh, man. Yeah, a couple of defensive touchdowns here in both of these games. Or maybe it was a long... I didn't quite see what happened on that Pats play. But yeah, a lot of defensive scoring going on here today. Mason Rudolph and the Steelers have a lead because that defense has gotten them a touchdown. I do want to go look at the numbers on that game, actually, genuinely. Because that game has been so weird. Steelers with a 21-14 lead. Rudolph's 10 for 11, and his only incompletion was a pick for 86 yards. Kenneth Gainwell, 5 for 73. That's helping. Jalen Warren's got a rushing touchdown, as does DK Metcalf. He's got 2 carries on the day, which is kind of bonkers. Ben Skoranek leading the way in the receiving for him with 21 yards. And then, of course, yeah, the defensive touchdown. TJ Watt forced that fumble, and Nick Herbig able to pick that one up off of the ground and score that touchdown. This is a good first window, man. Lot of close games right now. Other really than Seahawks-Titans, that's a 13-point game. But, I mean, we got everything here. Vikings-Packers, NFC North battle, 10-6 ball game. Ugly game, but a close game. 7-3 game over in Baltimore with the Jets. Lions might be looking to tag on a field goal here before they go to halftime. They've got it 2nd and 10 at the Giants 24 with 7 seconds left in the half. So they're looking to make that a 3-point game over there before they go into the locker room. 1 possession game still over in Pittsburgh. Bears tag a field goal on to make it 21-17. So I lied to you. I'm sorry. I'm an awful human being that lies to people. And then what else do we got going on here? Let's see. Pats Bengals. Bengals did tag a field goal on before halftime, so that gives them a 4-point hole to work out of now. Google is just lying to me with these scores right now. Jeez Louise. Oh, man. Ooh, another big stretch. Big stretch. Okay. A couple of games that we got going on. You got Shadur Sanders making his first start in Las Vegas. Couple of 2-8 teams going at it there. First 1 to 10 might win that game with how these two teams have been all season long. Jags Cardinals. Jaguars looking to cement their hold on the 7 seed a little bit now. I believe a loss would take them out of it with Houston right up their butt there. A half game between the two. Jags will be looking to make that 7-4 and make it a full game ahead of Houston, and it would be 2 games up on Kansas City. Man, could you imagine a Ravens loss right now? Ay. We keep moving here a little bit there, just previewing some of these games. Eagles, Cowboys. I was talking about this with Trenton on Hilltop, man. This does feel like a game that Philly can lose. And I do want to see more of this. I mean, the Cowboys got the Raiders last week, obviously, so everything is graded on a bit of a curve in the National Football League. I want to see what this Dallas defense does against an ineffective Eagles offense, but this does feel like the kind of game that the Eagles are going to drop. And NFC East teams, I mean, they usually always split with each other. So we'll see how that goes. You got an NFC South bout. That's going to be Saints and Falcons in the 225 window. Both teams, they're bad this year. The Falcons are underwhelming. The Saints are 2-8. Neither of these teams have done much. Kirk Cousins does not look like the same quarterback he was previously in his career. Sunday night, you got a banger of a game. Buccaneers and Rams in Los Angeles. Rams looking to keep pace in that NFC race for the number 1 seed. Really competitive NFC this year as well. A lot of parity in the league this year. While the Buccaneers are going to be looking to keep their lead in the NFC South. And then you've got the Panthers going to San Fran on Monday night to take on the Niners, which could be a game that decides either wild card position for some of these teams or could help the Panthers in their push to win the NFC South. Of course, that's going to depend on if we get a consistent version of Bryce Young over there in Carolina. But as it stands so far, man, I mean, it's been a great early window. A lot of close games right now. Yeah. But let me know how you guys are feeling, of course, in chat. And if you want to help me out, you can throw a like my way. I would certainly appreciate it. We still got another half of Colts football to go over here. Of course, a Colts win would put them, I believe, not back in the 1 seed because they're going to be a half game back of the Pats. But, let's see. They spit out my pouchy. But it will put them in a very favorable position. It'll put them back over the Broncos right now. They would match records. Colts have the head-to-head on that one. So they've got all sorts of leverage here in this playoff race. I'm glad I can joke about the leverage call right now. And that it's not, the thing that derailed the Broncos season and turned them into like a 500 team. Because I would be so sad. But yes, the Colts do have leverage in this playoff race. A win would put them to 98% chance to make the playoffs. And with Kansas City, a loss would drop them to 30% if pretty much all the results hold. Although they probably get some help if Baltimore loses to the Jets. Baltimore would tank right now, down to 52%, assuming the Jets beat them. So that would be a hit to the Ravens' playoff chances. And our Steelers win would not do them any help either. So yeah, we got another good half of football coming up. Chiefs are going to get the ball to open this second half there. Colts took it first, and they did punt on that first possession, but of course the Latu pick set them up on that first Chiefs possession inside of the 5 to essentially finish off that first drive of the score, more or less. That's how it ended up playing out anyways. Gave the ball back to Kansas City for all of 1 play, and KC said, oh no, I don't want it. Here you go. But yeah, it's going to be another great half, man. Close game here in Arrowhead. And we're going to be getting right back to it here in just a few moments. I'll tell you what. Like I said, as much as I would like the Broncos to have the upper hand in playoff positioning, I will say it would be so nice just to see KC lose 3 straight, essentially blow their playoff chances. I mean, could you imagine? The Chiefs just aren't doing it in crunch time this year, man. And this is setting up once again to be one of those 1-score games that KC loses to drop them to 0-6 in those type of games. I don't know. I'm kind of here for the Chiefs slander. Oh man. I do want to thank you. I mean, this first half, just from a streaming perspective on my end, has been incredible. You guys have been great. You guys have been sticking with me. We are up to 2 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can bump that to 5. See if we can bump that to 5 by the end of the stream here. But you guys have been awesome. I have said, I do have the best viewer base in the National Football League. And if you want to join that, you can subscribe. Turn the notifications on as well if you really want to join the best viewer base in the National Football League. I'm still sipping on the same Dr. Pepper, by the way. I'm talking so much that I don't have time to, drink a bunch of it. And I'm not going to chug a soda. Oh, that sounds like issues I don't want to have. I do got some water over to the side as well. Glug, 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 glug. I need agua. All right, we're going to be coming back here in just a second. They're running this is a NFL broadcast. Don't copyright. Dude, don't do stuff with our copyrighted IP, por favor. Me when I use copyrighted material. It's a 14-9 Indianapolis lead. 2 scoring drives. One of them set up by a Kansas City turnover has led to them holding that lead. Pittman and Ogletree with the touchdown receptions for the Colts. Their offense is going to be looking to get it done with the running game, of course. Only 7 carries for Jonathan Taylor in that first half. And it's going to be Kansas City now that are going to be looking to get everything moving once again. Of course, if you're listening on CBS, it is Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. I can barely hear him because I'm talking and my volume's low. If the Colts lose, we stay in the playoffs, which is good, but we want to get the Chiefs out. Oh, of course. I'm with you guys. I want Kansas City gone. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Get them the fuck out of here. Okie dokie. We are on for kickoff, and here we go. Second half action now on Crushin' It, and this is going to get returned up to the 25, up to the 29-30. And that is where Kansas City will take this first possession of the second half. They're going to be looking to make inroads on a Colts defense that has bent. They haven't broke, and right now they are helping Indy hold this lead. Colts with a couple of punts there in that first half. And, I mean, they just threw up an interesting stat on the screen. I mean, they've only had 4 plays in Kansas City territory, and 2 of them have been touchdowns. Gun set for Mahomes, play fake to Hunt, rolling left side, slings one left side, incomplete, looking for Rashee Rice, excuse me, and that is Sauce Gardner in on the coverage. So an early incompletion here in the second half for Mahomes. I mean, I feel like with Kansas City, I mean, they have this really bad habit of not committing to the run. Now, they ran it more in the first half than the Colts did, but we'll see if they abandon it. Another gun set, 11 personnel for Mahomes. Kelsey will line up on the right side. Rashee Rice over there as well. They run a draw play to Hunt. Hunt is going to get stuffed there at the line of scrimmage. First contact, number 20, and then brought down by Kwity Paye. That is Cross. I believe that is Nick Cross for the Colts. Looked like he dropped in from a safety position there just to stack the box. He's the one that makes first contact and really gets him to the ground. No gain, and that's going to make it 3rd and 10. Here we go. Mahomes, once again in the gun. He's got a trips bunch to his left side. Now Kelsey's going to break that. Motion around a little bit. Now he will rejoin it there at the tight end spot. Mahomes taking the snap. 5-step drop, standing in the pocket. Now he's got pressure. Now he gets it out to Hunt. And he's going to be met by a couple of Colts in the open field. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 10. And that will not convert. It's going to be an early 3-and-out in the second half for these Chiefs. And the Colts are going to have a chance to streak down and once again wrestle control away. That's a great stand by the Colts defense right there. Able to rally to the ball. Able to rally. Lou Anarumo's pissed about something, despite the fact he's fired up. It's going to bring on Matt Araiza for his first punt of the ball game. Did not punt at all in the first half. He's only punted 26 times this season. Araiza taking the snap, boots it away. And this will be fielded at the 16-yard line now. That's going to be number 6, Gold, who's got a lane up the right sideline, and he's not going to get tackled until he is just about to the 40-yard line. What a return from Gold, number 6. So it's going to be Colt ball now after a Chief 3-and-out. That's going to take CBS 2 commercial breaks, so we got a second over here to just look at what's going on. Once again, let's see if we can get this get the stream up to 5 likes. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Said it once, I'll say it again. You guys are the best viewer base in the National Football League, and if you want to join, just hit that little subscribe button under the stream. Yeah, man, it's a great game so far. I killed my other window here. We can see which of these other games here are coming out of halftime. All these morning window games all went to halftime at roughly the same time. Seahawks-Titans just got out of halftime. And we still got a couple of games that have yet to come out of the half. Giants-Lions, 2017 Giants lead. Packers came out of halftime. They increased their lead 17-6 over in Green Bay. Jets-Ravens. Ravens have a lead now over the Jets, whereas the Steelers still have that 21-17 halftime lead over the Bears. Those guys have not come out of the tunnels yet, apparently. Ravens, I believe, will be kicking the ball off. Vikings have got it 2nd and 19 at their own 25. Yikes. McCarthy, I mean, he's efficient, but he's not lighting anything up there. Not getting much help from the run game either. 7 for 11 for 62 yards from JJ. But Packers on top by 11 right now. Yeah, dude, it's going to be... afternoon window games are probably going to be mostly okay. I don't know. I know everyone in the afternoon window is going to have their eyes on Eagles-Cowboys. Rightfully so. I think I'll do a Sunday night game, probably. I'll probably do Bucks and Rams tonight, just for the hell of it. Because that is probably going to be an amazing game. Because usually, Broncos in the morning window is my favorite time. Because, like, I can do the stream in the morning. I can use the afternoon to get the recap made. And then I can still come back into a Sunday night game. Of course, it's still possible if they're in the 225 window. I don't know. Just the scheduling kind of is a pain in the ass. Broncos Commanders being in the Sunday night slot next week sucks. Because I got to get a recap out before I go to bed that night. And of course, you know, I work early as piss in the mornings. So that's always a pain. All right. We'll see what the Colts end up doing here on this possession. Of course, Jonathan Taylor not getting used much. Only 7 carries for 22 yards today. 8 total touches for 23. So we'll see what they go with here. It's going to be a gun set tight formation there in the backfield. They got Pittman in the back. They pitch it out left side. Jonathan Taylor looking for room and for blocks and finds none. He's going to lose a yard there. Cook and Watson looked like Nick Bolton got in on him as well. Chiefs held their contain lanes incredibly well. Blocks unable to get out for Indy. That's going to be a negative play there. And then, like we said, Baltimore does get back on top of that game. Their first lead of the game. That makes it 10-7. Gun set once again for Jones. It's going to be 3 receivers on the field. Pittman and Warren are on the left side. Jones, short drop, throws it quick, and we got a guy playing ring around the Rosie now, trying to get more yards. That is Josh Downs getting across the 40-yard line there, up to the 42. It's going to make it 3rd and much more manageable. Now a 3rd and 5. Jones able to stand tall in the pocket and deliver a ball. That is Abrams Wallace in on the tackle right there. Number 30 was in coverage. I have mispronounced that name. It's Roland Wallace. My apologies. Once again, a gun set. Downs goes in motion from right to left side. Jones changes the play with 7 seconds on the play clock. Trips to the left side. Jones taking the snap. Chiefs bring 4. Stands in the pocket. He's got Warren over the middle into Chiefs territory. And that's going to be down to the KC 45-yard line. Maybe they give him the 44 there. Big conversion there on 3rd and 5. And the Colts keep their drive alive. It's another 3rd down conversion. And they've been great on 3rd down all damn day, man. Warren just over there on that trip set to the left side of the formation. Comes across the middle. Jones able to stand tall. 1 read. And then I think he finds Warren as the 2nd read on that one. Great design. Tighter formation now, but they are in the gun. This will be 12 personnel for the Colts. Jones takes a snap, play fake to Taylor, deep drop now, Jones standing in the pocket, delivers, he's got a man, that is Alec Pierce making his first appearance, getting down to the 20-yard line. Put him into the red zone now. Alec Pierce comes wide open on a crossing route over the middle of the field, or just a deep dig route between the 2nd and 3rd levels of the defense. Jones able to stand tall there. I mean, he had 2 tight ends on that left side, and they were just there to help block, and that's all they did on that play. Here we go from the 20. Once again, 12 personnel. Warren re-enters the game now. Gun set. They motion Pittman left to right side. There's nobody on that right side now. Play fake once again. Chiefs bring the blitz. Jones stands in and delivers a ball to Pittman for what'll be a gain of 5. It's going to set up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line. Nick Bolton coming in on a middle linebacker blitz, trying to get pressure on Jones. He did have a free lane, but Jones does get rid of the ball before anybody can get there to even really rattle him at all. Good rhythm passing game right now going for the Colts. And this is only their 7th play in opposing territory. They give him a gain of 6 on the play down to the 14. The pistol set here for Jones. Tyler Warren to the left side of Jones. They hand it off, going left side. Warren splits out right, and they're not going to get far. Taylor gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Taylor just has not got going up to this point. Chiefs with a stout run defense all year long. That's what they're good at, and I think the game plan coming into this from Spags had to be make Jones beat us. And at this moment, Daniel Jones is currently beating the Kansas City Chiefs with his arm. 9:34 and ticking down here in this third quarter. 3rd and 4 now for the Colts on their first possession of the second half. Gun set. It's going to be 11 personnel. Trips bunch to the left side. Now they motion downs to make it deuces now. Taking the snap. Jones under heavy pressure. Oh, and he just misses Downs. It's a miscommunication that leads to an incompletion. Chiefs, oh my God. Chiefs bring engage 8 pretty much on that one. Downs was wide open too. Yeah, Chiefs just bring the entire house. They really should have called Chris Jones for a roughing call there, the way they've been calling it this game. It's going to bring up Michael Badgley, the money badger, to make this an 8-point game. 32 from the left hash. The kick is up, and the money badger is money. 17-9, Indianapolis. They go down and get points on their first drive. Chiefs with a 3 and out on their first possession of the second half. Colts go down and score. Where's the roughing call? That's what I just said. That is, in fact, what I just said. The way they've been calling it, that probably should have been a roughing call. Just the way they've called it. Oh, we have gone to commercial break. So it is not a whole lot happening now. Of course, once again, if you want to help me out, I know I've said it a bunch, but, you know, YouTube, you got to say it. You got to plug. If you want to really help me out here, throw a like on the stream. Let's try and hit 5. We're at 3 right now. You guys have been awesome. And if you like the Broncos or you enjoy what I'm doing, even if you're not a Broncos fan, feel free to subscribe and join the best viewer base in the National Football League. We got some guys over here. We're chill guys. Oh, man. If I were to do an afternoon game, what one would you guys want me to do? Because you got Browns, Raiders. I probably won't do Eagles, Cowboys, just because I know Hilltime's going to be doing that one, and maybe I should link his channel for that stream if you guys want to go check him out. He does what I do for the Eagles. Stupid Allstate commercial. I am probably going to take this ad break, actually, and go grab my laundry out of the dryer. Love you, kid. My little brother's a goof, and I love him. He's a goofy goober. I need some chapstick, bruh. I should have put this on before the stream, but I do need some chapstick. We are back in Kansas City. Indianapolis has just scored a field goal off of the leg of Michael Badgley. Hadn't been doing much but kicking PATs today. He makes it an 8-point game once again. Kansas City going to be looking to try and finish a drive off for the first time all day long with a touchdown. Of course, they go 3 and out on that first possession of the second half. Here we go, Badgley set. Badgley boots this thing away. And this will be fielded at the 7 with a running start. Now he's going to get up 25, makes a move to the 30, and he's going to get dragged down. Tyquan Thornton cannot escape the grip. Number 13 for him, that is Treadwell for him, Laquan Treadwell, I believe. And there was a flag that came in here. And it's going to be holding on Kansas City, so that'll back them up just a little bit there to about their own 20-yard line, maybe the 19. We got 9:04 to go here in this third quarter. Oh, man. Yeah, here we go. Second possession for the Chiefs in the second half. They squandered their first one, going 3 and out. Colts defense really stiffened up during that first drive. They're running a replay on the face mask penalty from earlier on Kenny Moore. Here we go, under center for Mahomes, Kareem Hunt in the backfield. They hand it off to him going right side, and he's able to rip through a couple of tackles to make it a gain of 9. Almost back to the 30 where the line of scrimmage would have been. Second and short now for the Chiefs. And that's something that the Chiefs just haven't done enough of this season, is just get under center and run the ball. Kareem Hunt, he's been good for him this year. He's averaging about 5 a carry. Single back once again. They hand it off left side now to Hunt, and he's going to have a first down, trying to push forward for a little more before they finally drag him down there. He needed 1. He gets 2 on that. Maybe needed 2, got 3. Everyone's trying to get out of the pile now. A lot of guys were in on that pile. A couple of guys rotate out here for Kansas City. We'll see what they do. They've been under center both plays this entire for this drive, and they got a first down there. They're just trying to get downhill and run the ball. Of course, Kareem Hunt is a between the tackles kind of runner, and he gets moving. Gun set now. They bring in Hilaire. Takes a snap. Mahomes sitting in the pocket. Now he's going to wind up going deep and just miscommunication with Hollywood Brown, or just overshoots it. There is a flag. What is this? And it's illegal contact on Kenny Moore before the throw. Kenny Moore gets pinged for illegal contact. Just touching a guy beyond 5 yards. That's all it takes. Gets a hand on to the shoulder of Brown beyond 5. They're going to call it. It's a new set of downs for the Chiefs now. First and 10, Mahomes will go under center. They're going to send Smith in motion from right to left side, trying to see what defense the Colts are in. Now they bring him back right side. They hand it off to him. Jet sweep going that side. And he gets forward up to the 40-41 yard line, tackled by Gallimore. Looks to be a gain of 5, maybe 6 on that one. It's going to set up second down and medium for him now. They give him the gain of 5. So second and 5 up to the 40. Colts defense once again just looking to bend, don't break now that the Chiefs are starting to drive. Of course, they'd love another turnover right around here. Empty set for Mahomes now, trips to the left side. Colts bring 3. Mahomes stands in the pocket. They might get home. They don't sack him, but they do keep him short of the sticks. Mahomes able to run forward for 2. Colts looked like they came out of their rush lanes a little bit there, but when you're only rushing 3, you're not going to have a whole lot of rush lanes for a guy. Good coverage across the board for the most part for the Colts. Looked like Kenny Moore did get beat by Juju Smith on that far side. Yeah, Mahomes just doesn't have the guy when he's trying to hitch. It's another gun set now, 11 personnel for Kansas City. Mahomes in the gun, takes a snap, dropping, 3-step drop. Colts had 4, and now he's under pressure. Now he's in trouble. Mahomes almost slips down. Mahomes ripping one, and just can't get it to Xavier Worthy over the middle. It would have been inside of the Colt 40-yard line. We do have flags down. Mahomes is trying to say somebody got his face mask. It really didn't look like anyone touched his head on that play. There's no way. I did not see a face mask. Nope, it's going to be offensive holding that gets declined. 4th down. Mahomes can't whine his way out of that penalty there. Just trying to get any sort of call, just like he was trying to get roughing calls against Denver. Calls he thought were going to be. And I mean, Hollywood Brown had a step on Sauce. Couple of guys looked like they had steps there. Yeah, they had a guy swiping for Mahomes, so it'll bring up Matt Araiza once again to punt this thing on 4th and 3. Punting this from just about midfield, more or less. Araiza's going to have a chance to really, really pin the Colts here. Araiza gets this thing off. Big left leg for him. And this will be fielded at the 6-yard line by Gold, number 6, who's going to get a block, and he's going to be up the right sideline and ran out of bounds at about the 25 is what it looked like. I didn't get the best look at it, but Gold has been electric for the Colts today, helping him switch field position and all that fun jazz. That'll take us to commercial break. Chiefs once again get nothing on their on another second half possession. Colts now going to have a chance to turn this into a 2-score game. All they need is a field goal to make it so. That will take us to go examine the happenings of the second half around the league. Let's see what other scores we got here. No change in Green Bay since we last looked at that game. Still a 17-6 ball game. Vikings trying to drive down the field here and get some points on the board. Trying to make that game competitive. Meanwhile, Ravens now with a 17-7 lead over the Jets. So they had a slow start in the first half, but now they're starting to get things together. 23-10 game over in Tennessee. Cam Ward trying to do everything he can. 12-17 for 111 yards. And he's leading the team in rushing as well. We'll see who scored that touchdown. Oh, it was on a muffed punt. Okay. Titans get a muffed punt touchdown. Heard that. Still a 2017 game in Detroit, and it's the Giants with the ball inside of Detroit territory. And then over here in Chicago, Bears now inside of the Steeler 30-yard line with the ball. That is a 21-17 ball game. They're looking to make inroads or cut that lead entirely. And then still that 17-13 ball game. Pats looking to punch it in at the 1-yard line, though. They've got it at the Cincinnati 1, looking to punch that thing in to make it a 24-13 ball game. And turn that into a... Oh, I did not mean to close that tab. Turn that into an 11-point lead. But as it stands right now, these games still one possession, and it looks like the Bears have scored that touchdown that they were looking for. Had it 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 29-yard line, and they get a big touchdown to put them back on top. Ravens fans are rooting hard for the Bears right now, because a win against the Jets and a Steelers loss would put them even. And those teams still have 2 games to play over the back half of the year, so... Ooh, a lot of stretching going on today. Of course, if you want to help me out, let's try and get the stream up to 5 likes. We're close. We're at 3. Would really help me out in the YouTube algorithm, and you'd get a cool little football animation that pops up and plays. Here we go. Colts are going to have this at their own 26-yard line. It'll be their second possession here of the second half. 6:15 on the clock to go. Here in this third quarter, 17-9 lead for the Colts, looking to make it 2 possessions now. Going to be an offset eye for him now. We're going to see him play fake to Taylor. Going left, throws it out to Warren, who lined up at fullback, who breaks out of a tackle before he goes out of bounds. Looks to be a gain of 6 on that one. Colts have been utilizing 12 personnel quite often this game. I think they like their tight ends there with Ali Cox with the blocking utility he brings, and then Tyler Warren, who's just a guy that can do everything for you. Big guy that hits hard. Yeah, they've been in that 12 personnel package a lot today, and they've been throwing out of it really well. It's going to be 11 personnel here under center for Daniel Jones. They're going to motion that is Doolin to the left side. They hand it off now to Taylor. Taylor looking for his first big carry of the day. Gets knocked around a little bit there, and he's going to have a gain of 5. It's going to make it 3rd and 1, where once again, the Colts have been outstanding today in these 3rd and short situations. But they'll be looking not to go 3 and out here, with Kansas City looming behind with 1 possession separating these two. Even if it is an 8-point game, you'd love to make this two possessions. It's going to be under center. Very tight formation now for the Colts. There's your 12 or maybe 13 personnel. They hand it off to Taylor, trying to go right side. Taylor breaks through. Taylor to the 45-50, 45-40, and he finally gets dragged down at the, I don't know, 35? Taylor able to streak through a gap where everyone was overloading, knowing he was going to run this ball. Yeah, they were out here in that 12 or 13 personnel, likely with an extra lineman, and he's just able to turn on the Jets and doesn't get knocked out until he gets to the 37-yard line of the Chiefs, and the Colts are in business. Taylor just bursts through. Here we go, 1st and 10 now on the Kansas City side of the field. They're going to bring Josh Downs in motion to the right side. Hand off to Taylor once again, trying to get Taylor hot. Taylor pushing forward for a gain of maybe 3. Definitely not as emphatic as that last one. But Taylor finally starting to get hot in this ball game. Gets that big home run type of carry that they like to get out of him. And Taylor's going to sub out of the game for just a minute now. It's going to bring on number 26 for him into the game. That's a big impact run there for Jonathan Taylor. Gun set now for the Colts. It's going to be 12 personnel for him. Takes a snap out of it. Play fake. Jones dropping. Now stepping up in the pocket. Now he's going to run for it. He's got room up to the 21 or 22 before he slides down. That's another first down there. Moving the sticks. Keeping the drive moving along. Like I've said, Colts have been in a lot of 12 personnel today, and they're making it work. Mo Alley Cox helping to chip Karlaftis over on the side there. Jones able to step out of a collapsing pocket there as the pass rush was getting around to him. Able to scramble forward. Jones using his legs in a timely manner when they need it. 1st and 10, 3:07 to go in the quarter. Single back set for him under center. They play fake it now. Jones, once again, navigating the pocket and just ends up throwing this thing away, looking for Abdullah. Maybe put a little too much on a check down throw or just figured he was going to get picked on that. Jones able to get the ball out there. They stay alive, of course. Colts O-line does certainly get beat on that one there. Jones feels that pressure. Chris Jones coming onto his back. 2:58 now in the third quarter. Taylor remains out of the game. They're probably giving him a breather after what he did so far on the drive. Jones in the gun. It's going to be, he's going to play fake to Abdullah. Had a free rusher on him. They screen it to Warren, and Warren's got blocks. Warren to the 10, and he gets tripped up inside of it. They're going to call him down at the 9. Tyler Warren on a screen just chips Karlaftis. And that's what a screen is. You bump a guy. Jones just tosses it to him over to Warren. That is a well set up screen. They get all the blockers downfield there. You get a hat on a hat with the offensive lineman. Great, great screen design there. And that gets them now 1st and goal inside the 10. Indianapolis looking to make this score insurmountable. Once again, 21 personnel for him. They hand it off. Taylor is returned to the game, and he's able to get really low and get forward for what looks to be about 2 yards as the clock will tick below 2 minutes in this third quarter. Colts trying to put one of these final nails in the coffin right here. CRTP called when he shoved Jones. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. They've been calling it weird. 2nd and goal now for the Colts. They are at the Chiefs' 5-yard line. Gun set. Once again, they are in that 21 personnel they've been using, or maybe 13 personnel. Play fake now. Jones end zone looking for Pearson. It's incomplete. Trent McDuffie with sticky coverage there on Alec Pierce. It's going to make it 3rd and goal now from the 5. Colts looking to finish this thing off again. He just had him seatbelted there in the end zone, hand on the hip. Really just bounces out of Pierce's hands. Looked like McDuffie got a hand in there. He did not. 3rd and goal, 1:33 to go here in the third. It's going to be a gun set once again for Jones. Running 11 personnel here. They got 3 receivers on the field. Trips bunch to the right side. Jones taking the snap under pressure. Lets one go and just overthrows everybody in the back of the end zone. Couple of guys looking for penalties on that one. A Chiefs DB. And we might get defensive pass interference here. Maybe at least a roughing call. We'll see what we're going to get here. There is a penalty. It's an uncatchable ball. No, they call OPI. They decline it, but they call OPI on Pittman there. Of course, again, the call does get declined. Jones is looking for an explanation on that one. A lot of grabbing and a lot of fighting between the both of them. Of course, Chris Jones gets in and slings Daniel Jones to the ground. Puts him heels over head. It's going to bring on Michael Badgley now for another field goal. 23 yards from the middle of the field, and it is up, and it is good. 20-9 ball game. Now Indianapolis extends their lead, 11-point game. 2-possession ball game. That's going to lead us into another commercial break here with 1:26 to go in the third. Colts on top. Chiefs. I mean, we've been talking about backs against the wall, man. They are basically fusing to the wall with how far back against it they are. Ay. Hey, once again, if you guys want to help me out here on the stream, likes go a long way in the YouTube algorithm, especially for smaller creators like myself. And of course, if you want to join the best viewer base in the National Football League, feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications as well. So once again, really helps me out around these parts. You guys have been awesome so far today. It's been outstanding. Let's go look at some of these scores from around the league once again, see how much has changed since we last took a look at it. Seahawks punched another touchdown on the board to make it 30-10. I did see that update on the score ticker over on the CBS broadcast. Zach Charbonnet had a touchdown, so I feel bad if you had Kenneth Walker, of course, but Zach Charbonnet does vulture that touchdown. He's having an okay game in his own right, Mr. Charbonnet. Darnold's playing efficient ball there against Tennessee as well. Vikings-Packers, that game has still held the same score, 17-6, 20-6. I've lied to you. I'm a god-awful human being. Still a 17-20 ball game in Detroit. Detroit's driving, but they're 3rd and 12. The Giants 21. Looks like they at least have a field goal to tie it up where they are on the field. Bears still hanging on to that 24-21 lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they've rebounded off of that defensive touchdown from earlier in the game, but they've got it 4th and 1 at their own 35, so likely be punting that back to Mason Rudolph and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go check one of these other games here. Still a 17-13 ball game over in Cincinnati. Let's see. 1st and 10 for the Pats at the New England 24. So we had another Bengals drive stall out, is what it would appear. And then I think we've got one more early window game that we're not calling. No, yeah. Ravens and Jets. Jets able to get back into this thing with a touchdown pass from Tyrod Taylor to make it a 17-10 ball game over there. A lot of happenings and a lot of one-score games right now. A lot of tight ball games, too. Not a whole lot of blowouts going on or anything. So, wonderful weekend for football. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Oh, we are back in Kansas City. Casey's about to get the ball back here off of the heels of another Indianapolis field goal. 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals for him today up to this point. And that will be fielded at the 3-yard line, and we'll see what the run back looks like. He's on the right side, cutting back to the middle of the field now. Breaks out of one tackle, breaks another, cutting back around. All that, and he doesn't even get to the 30. Able to get it up to the 28-29. Tyquan Thornton trying to get shifty just there in the mess that is special teams. And just unable to get free. I'm taking my hat off now. I'm not feeling the hat. Actually, you know what, Ender? The Colts have been playing good while I've had the hat on. I'll put it back on. I'll throw you a superstition bone. Under center for Mahomes. They hand it off left side to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt, unable to find much room there. Gain of 2 up to the 30-yard line. just doesn't find much. Colts defensive front able to make a stand right there and push back. And now 60 seconds to go in this third quarter and ticking down. With a loss, Kansas City falls to 5-6. And they go down to less than 40% chance to make the playoffs. I believe it would drop them to 30. Mahomes in the gun, trips bunch to the right side, taking the snap, short drop, throwing right immediately, and he's got Worthy along the right sideline, who tiptoes out of bounds. And that's gonna give him a first down, and they'll probably try and get one more off before the end of the quarter there. Just have him just working on zone coverage, able to get open in the flat there. Look to be a gain of 11, up to the 41 for him now. Or maybe a gain of 13. Takes the snap, Mahomes out of the gun, dropping back, standing in the pocket. Now he's scrambling a bit, loads one up, and he's got a man. That is Rashee Rice into Indianapolis territory. Down inside of the 20. And a quick change of pace here. Rashee Rice getting free down the middle of the field. Just finds an open spot there in what looks to be the Colts zone defense, and that is how the third quarter ends. Kansas City is going to have this thing deep into Indianapolis territory. When we come back, that is going to send us to commercial break at the end of the quarter. 1 quarter to go. The Chiefs trying to stay alive. The Colts trying to keep pace with the top dogs in the AFC. Ooh, we are in for a good finish, I think, here. Colts essentially clinch with a win here, puts them up to 97% where the Broncos are in playoff probability, whereas Kansas City with a loss would fall to 30%. Of course, we'll see kind of how the happenings of everything are going right now are. But, man, it's, there's a lot going on. Oh, it says the Broncos are up to 98% now. With the Chiefs losing, that's cool. So Jags would go up to a 73% chance to make the playoffs if they beat Arizona in Arizona. A loss puts them at 49, where they've got Houston half game back, nipping at their heels. I mean the Chiefs are already down to 34%. With how they're losing the game right now, and then like I said, a loss would put them fully. Excuse me, ew. A loss would put them fully down to 30%. We might be living in the timeline where the Chiefs are gonna fall out of the playoff race, ladies and gentlemen, and it will be a good. It'll be a good day. It'll be a good day. A lot of stuff going on over in the NFC as well for the playoff race. Eagles, I think they clinch with a win tonight over Dallas. Rams clinch with a win on Monday night, I believe. Bears can jump their probability up to 66% if they can hang on over there. I need to, let's see. I need to zoom in on that page a little more because I forgot how far zoomed out I was just to fit a bunch of shit onto the screen there. Tampa, a win puts them up to 94% against the Rams tonight, and a loss drops them to 85%. Seattle, their win in Tennessee, because Tennessee's not coming back, man. That'll put them up to 93%. Green Bay, really no change in their probability if they win, or if they win, they stay at 79%, but if they lose, it drops them all the way to 55% with a couple of surging teams behind them. Niners would drop to a 67% chance if they lose to Carolina. In Carolina, their odds don't look great, but they can bump them back up to basically 1 of 3 with a win there. Here we go, Kansas City ball deep into Indianapolis territory now. 1st and 10 at the Colts 12-yard line after the big play to Rice. Rice goes in an orbit motion around to the right side. Mahomes pumps the screen, throws it up over the middle. Incomplete. A diving Juju Smith-Schuster. Unable to bring it in. Mahomes just threw it a little too far. Juju unable to dive down and get to it. Hits him in one just outreached extended hand. But no more than that. A lot of pressure coming in on Mahomes there as well. Colts sent the house on that one. Here we go. 2nd and 10 now. Same yard line. Mahomes will remain in the gun. Looks to be a 12 personnel of their own. They run it right side where the tight ends were stacked, and he runs right in to Franklin. Ball's loose. Indianapolis ball. That is Ward Sr. that falls on it. Kareem Hunt fumbles it, and the Chiefs get denied. The Chiefs are denied emphatically. Was that Latu that forced the fumble? Let's see this replay here. Wow. Who punches that out? Oh, it looks like it's Franklin that comes in to rip it out just as Hunt's going down. That ball's loose. That's a fumble. They were looking at it too, trying to get every possible angle on it, make sure it was a fumble. That's a fumble. He was not down. What a big swing by Indianapolis, able to punch the ball loose or really rip it free. Wow. So the Colts are going to have it deep in their own territory. However, it is their football, and they deny Kansas City a chance to cut into that lead. What a play by the Colts defense. Ball got put on the ground, and it was a scramble there for a minute for it. There were about 5 Colts around it that couldn't get a hand to it, but finally, number 7, I think I said his name, I just can't find it off of the top of my head, able to come in and make that recovery. That is a huge, huge swing of events there for the Colts there. And yeah, who fell on that? Oh, it's Charvarius Ward, the former Chief, able to scramble in and dive onto that football. The former Chief stabbing his old team in the back. Hey, Wolfie's in here. How we doing, Wolfie? Been doing yard work and burning branches and stuff. Nice. Glad to see you in here. Colts currently with a 20-9 lead, and they've just gotten the ball back on a Kareem Hunt fumble. The former Chief, Charvarius Ward, falls on it to deny the Chiefs what should have been a scoring drive. Indy is just making plays, man, and they are trying to put the Chiefs into their coffin. And they are, I mean, the way it's sitting right now, the Colts are probably going to hammer another nail into that Kansas City-sized coffin, man. Holy crap. What a change of events. And if you're a Chiefs fan right now, you've got to be absolutely sick. Listen, man. Hey, I told you, Ender. I picked the Colts to win this game. I did. How are my picks doing from that video with Hilltop, actually? I want to see how I'm looking. I picked the Colts. I picked the Seahawks. I picked Green Bay. What else we got? I picked Detroit, and Detroit's losing right now by 3, which is crazy. I did pick the Ravens, so that one's looking good. I picked the Bears. That's still holding on, and I picked New England. So far in the early window, my picks, I'm about perfect. Of course, the one time that, like, I don't know, I'm not a betting man at all. Ender Games and I reached out to Sports Talk, see what happens. Hell yeah, man. No, Hilltime and I, we just did, like, a big collab, too, which was hella cool. Oh, so it is Indianapolis ball at their own 6-yard line after the Kareem Hunt fumble. Colts with all the momentum in the world. Jones is going to be under center for this one. I believe it is 12 personnel for them coming out. Warren lined up to the right side. They might have another guy lined in tight. They motion Josh Downs right to left side, hand it off to Jonathan Taylor, and he's going to lose 2 on that one. Nowhere to go. And he and one of the Chiefs linemen sitting there trying to fight for the ball there. And, I mean, the Chiefs are getting it done with 4 down linemen right here. They're just sitting in a base 4-3 right there, and it's it's Tranquil able to get into that first. Yeah. Bench Daniel for Prescott, seeing how Bo's off this week. Fair enough. 2nd and 12 now at their 4. Jones will come out in the gun for this one. 3 receiver set for him. Takes a snap, short drop. Flings one, and that got batted at the line looking for Josh Downs. Couple of Chiefs had a chance to pick that off, and they didn't. Ball just gets batted, turns into a duck at the line, and it's going to be incomplete. Third down. Who gets up? That is Roland Wallace, it looks like, able to get a hand on it, or at least a body part on it. Yeah, just gets that big right thumb onto it, and can't get it to downs. 3rd and 12 now for the Colts. Taylor's not having a good day. Taylor is not having a good day. The Chiefs game plan for him. Here we go, 3rd and 12. Backs to the wall in their own end zone here. Jones in the gun, taking the snap. Footage corrupting. Now he's just got to heave one, looking for Downs, who was open, but, I mean, heavy pressure there on Danny Dimes. Unable to set his feet and really get that one to Downs. That's going to bring up 4th and 12. Yeah, the Chiefs, they bring a lot of pressure in. They run a stunt on the right side of the Colts line. Jones, before he gets driven back into his own end zone, into the goalpost, able to get that one off. So it's going to bring on Rigoberto Sanchez with not a lot of room to work here. Going to try and get this ball out quick. Gets it, sets it, and he's got it away. This is looking to be a good kick here, set up and fielded at the 37-yard line on the other side of the field. That's a big kick, reversing field, trying to get shaky, can't break out of a tackle, and he doesn't even get to his own 45. They're going to be set up at their own 43-yard line. So Kansas City, their defense does make a stand. However, it's the Colts defense that denied them those points. They're going to have good starting field position here. Kind of a miracle Sanchez got that punt off as cleanly as he did, and that was a hell of a kick by Rigoberto Sanchez. Ends up getting fielded at the, he fielded at, what, the 35? After being punted out of the back of the end zone. That is a hell of a kick. I want to see what the yardage on that was, because that's his longest kick of the day by far. Yeah, 59-yard punt by Rigoberto Sanchez. What a kick. Didn't feel Jones would do well in KC. Glad I was wrong. How many times have they shown Swifty? None. None. No Taylor Swift. No Taylor Swift. We have not seen her. Yeah, man, this has been a hell of a game so far. Colts are playing their freaking brains out right now. And they've needed to. That's what you got to do against Kansas City. Hey, man, we are one like short of the like goal on the stream. I know somebody can hit it. All it takes is 2 seconds. You get a cool little football thing, and it really helps me out in the algorithm, man. That was the goal that I wanted to hit. Can we hit it? We're at 4. Yeah, the AFC playoff picture is going to get shaken up here. Jameis Winston just caught a touchdown from, Olszewski, whatever his name is. Lions are getting smacked. Yeah, that was a one-score game when I last looked at it. Have the Giants just gone on a big crazy run here of points? What do we even got? 27-17. Wow. Lions are falling off. I picked the Lions to win this game too. That's crazy work. That is crazy. Oh man. Here comes another breakup song. Oh, no. She's going to write about John A. Barron like he was asking her to. And they got attacked by, every Swiftie ever. Hell yeah. And we're up to 5. Hell yeah, guys. This is why I say. We got the best viewer base in the NFL. You guys always come through when I set goals. You guys always do. Of course, if you want to join the best viewer base, feel free to subscribe as well. We've been doing really well lately. We've been on a nice run lately. Here we go. Kansas City going to have this now. Their own 44 is what they're going to say. 1st and 10 after a Rigoberto Sanchez punt from Jesus. It's going to be 11 personnel, gun set, Mahomes dropping back. Colts bring 5. He's loading up and firing one way down the field and just overthrows his receiver. Tyquan Thornton was streaking down the middle of the field there. Overthrew him, looking for the left side of the field there, trying to throw him away from danger. And that's going to make it 2nd and 10, trying to take a deep shot there. Thornton just outspeeds Gardner, has him by a step. He did have safety help above there from Brown. So here we go. 2nd and 10 now for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Still making a look inroads on this 2-score lead for him now. Gun set once again. Kelsey sets up on that left side. More as a slot receiver. Mahomes taking the snap. Colts once again bring pressure. He's got Kelsey over the middle there, and that'll go as a gain of 8. It's going to make it 3rd and short now for Kansas City. Good read by Patrick Mahomes. They're able to find Kelsey coming across the middle. They just... I mean, Colts bring the house there. It's 0 is what they run there. Blitz 7 and then leave everyone 1-to-1 in man. Nick Cross just unable to get close enough to the line there, playing off coverage. Here we go. It's another gun set for Mahomes. It's a tighter formation. Rice in orbit motion. They screen it out to him to the right side. He's got blocks, and he's got a first down. They need 2. They get 4 or 5 on that. Oh, no, they only give him 3 there. They need 2. They get 3. Clock keeps moving with 12:50 to go. It's a first down for the Chiefs, who are looking to make inroads. Oh, man, they're showing me this Giants play. Jameis should be playing wide receiver. He gets shaky. He's got to fight for those final 10 yards. Damn. Gun set from Mahomes. Once again, 11 personnel for him out here. Trips to the left side of the formation. Now to the Indy 45. Mahomes taking the snap, dropping back, 5-step drop, loads one up, going right side, and in and out of the hands of Noah Gray, who was able to break away from the coverage at the last second. Can't corral that one in there, hits him right in the chest, and bounces off. It's one-on-one with Blackman, and Gray just, he breaks away. Blackman trying to make a play for the ball, hits him in the, right in the right wrist. Oh, Mahomes looks irritated on that one, too. Yikes. 2nd and 10, still at the Indy 45. Trips to that left side of the formation. Kelsey going to jump around a little bit. Colts show blitz. They back off. They only bring 4. They screen it to Brashad Smith, who breaks out of a tackle, and Brashad Smith breaks out of more tackles, and he's down inside the Colt 25. Down to the 22-yard line goes Brashad Smith. We got a flag down on the field, though. We'll see what this is. But, man, I'm surprised they don't use Brashad Smith more. We'll see what they call the flag on this one here. Didn't see where it came in. Oh, it's a blindside block. Personal foul, blindside block, and that's going to more than wipe that play off of the board. That's going to bring him back. Gets it on Charvarius Ward. Helmet-to-helmet contact on that one as well. And Ward was walking to the sidelines. Ward was just trying to catch up to the ball carrier on that one. And yeah, number 76 for the Chiefs just comes in and belts him there. Stops, turns his feet. Ward's not looking for him and just gets blown up there. Yeah, Charvarius Ward comes out of the game there. Didn't go to the tent, though, so he's just grabbing some water. Likely got the breath knocked out of him on that one. But he will have to stay out for a play, so it remains 2nd and 10. We'll see where they spot it after the penalty. Back to their own 45. Here we go, Mahomes dropping back once again. Now rolling to his right side under pressure and breaks out of a sack there, and he's going to scramble for a first down and more. He's got a first down on what ended up being a 2nd and 10. Would have been a real replay there after an incompletion. Able to break contain finally. Mahomes able to get the wheels going there. Just rolling to his right side. Doesn't like what he sees downfield. Keeping his eyes downfield. Breaks out of a sack, and then, he's just got to go for it. 95 unable to catch up and get him down on that one. Sack gets him now to the Indy 32. It's gain of 13. Mahomes once again in the gun. They motion Hollywood Brown. Mahomes sitting back. Now checks it down to Hollywood Brown coming off of the motion there. Who's able to break out of a tackle and spins out of bounds after a gain of 11. Down to the Indy 21-yard line now. Chiefs just on the edge of the red zone. So here we go. We've seen this story. The Colts defense really just bending here a bit, not breaking. Things get tight down here in the red zone. So we'll see what we do. Jahmyr Gibbs with a 49-yard rushing touchdown to cut into that Giants lead once again. 10:50 to go in that game, and it's a 3-point game in Detroit. Giants are playing hard. 1st and 10 once again. They call him out of the 22, but it's still a new set of downs. Taking the snap, they run the draw play to Hilaire, who gets shut down in the backfield. Loss of 1. Clyde Edwards-Hilaire gets blown up by Jermaine Pratt. Coming in from that middle linebacker spot, Charvarius Ward returns to the game, which is good to see. Here comes playoff Mahomes, stupid-ass announcers. Intercepted a tip ball by Amon-Ross. Saw that by Barron. Hell yeah. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat all that much. Just keeping up on the game there. Here comes playoff Mahomes. Tony Romo, yep. 2nd and 11 now. It's going to be trips to that right side now. Worthy breaks it. Going to make it deuces on each side. Mahomes back from the gun. Colts bring 4. Someone had a free lane on him. He checks it down to Hilaire, and that's going to be a minimal gain. Mahomes got popped as soon as he let that ball go, and that's probably what this flag is going to be. It's probably going to be a roughing call. For the umpteenth time. They're getting shots in on Mahomes. Oh, no, it's a face mask penalty. I think they called that on... Was that Sauce that got called for it? It was. Wow. It's a face mask call on Sauce Gardner as he was going down to tackle the ball carrier. Just, yeah, gets his fingers wrapped up in that face mask and uses it to help pull down Hilaire. Wasn't a big gain anyways, but here we go now from the Indianapolis 10. Gun set once again. It was a loose trips to the right. Now it'll become deuces with Kelsey setting up on the left side. Takes a snap. Mahomes dropping. Big drop. Now he's scrambling a little bit there, and he's going to run for it. Mahomes was looking for the end zone there. Gets tackled short of the first down, but he's down to the 1. The sticks are inside the 1. Sets up 2nd and 1. So this is definitely 4-down territory for him. And Mahomes, he's been doing it with his legs this drive, able to find just a contain lane that breaks down. It's Jermaine Pratt that meets him at the point of contact and just throws him down. Keeps him out of the end zone there. That likely touchdown run by Mahomes if Pratt can't make the tackle right there. Anarumo's defense barely hanging on right now. They call him down between the 1 and the 2. It's going to be full house set. They hand it off. Kareem Hunt jumps over everybody, and that's a touchdown for Kansas City. It's going to make it a 5-point ball game pending the extra point. Before Ender calls me for a penalty on the score being, or the football being inside of the score, I'm going to fix that. Now here's a guy that always keeps his eyes downfield, uses his legs better than anyone. Just, okay, Chris Collinsworth. Okay, Chris Collinsworth. Chill out. If I hear one more thing about Mahomes playoffs, I'm a fucking loser. That's the narrative. They got to hammer it. Here we go. 2-point attempt now to make it a 3-point game. Mahomes in the gun. It's going to be trips now. 12 personnel. Gray goes in motion before getting set on that right side once again. Mahomes dropping. Mahomes looking, slinging back of the end zone. He's got Rashee Rice to make it a 3-point ball game here in Arrowhead. They've cut into this lead. That's a big drive for the Chiefs right there. So Lou Anarumo's defense finally gives up their first touchdown of the game. Colts still have a 3-point lead with 8:37 to go. They have not been able to run the ball well today. We'll see what we'll see what the Colts do with the ball on their next possession. But the Chiefs have put a huge dent into this lead now. 3-point ball game, and it's going to come down to the wire. It appears here in Arrowhead. Yeah. I just reread that playoff chat. Fuck. Hey, don't panic. No panicking. No panicking. Ender, no panicking. No panicking today, Ender Games. Come on. Your team's still in the lead here, man. You gotta have faith in them. You gotta have faith. Hey, it's a one-score game, okay? I'm not gonna elaborate any further than that. But it is a one-score game. We know what's gone on this season. Colts are still in the lead. Don't start panicking on me now. Do not start panicking, Ender Games. I didn't think I was gonna be here talking down my boy. It's okay, Ender. You're still in the lead. Take a breath, my boy. Take a drink. Maybe not of alcohol. That's probably not what you need. Take a sip of water. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay, to take a sip of water with me. Yummers. I'm panicking, Anakin. Stop panicking. Stop panicking, Obi-Wan. I don't know Star Wars. I'm just throwing out a name there. I'll get flayed in the chat for that, probably. It's okay, Ender Games. Buddy, you're okay. You're still in the lead. I'm gonna help you through this whole thing, okay? I'm gonna help you. Okay, I'm gonna be here calling the game still. I still think the Colts got it. I'm sticking by my pick. I don't have a Planikin. I've used that line before. We are back here in Arrowhead. Kareem Hunt able to redeem himself for that fumble on the previous drive by punching it in on this last KC possession. Colts are going to be looking to go down and make this once again a two-possession game. Butker boots this thing away, fielded at the 3. We'll see what the run back looks like here now. Has some blocks set up, and he fights beyond the 30, able to get out to the 32, 33-yard line. And that's where Danny Dimes and the rest of this Colts offense are going to have it. Looking to take some time off of the clock there, and a touchdown would make this once again a two-score game. But the important thing would be that a field goal does make it a 6-point game. Of course, now you're looking for a touchdown to really try and put the nail in the coffin here. So here we go. That, man, it's loud at Arrowhead. Under center here for Daniel Jones. Can't quite see the personnel. Play fake to Jonathan Taylor. Able to get set and throw it to Pittman. Pittman can't hang on. Great play made by one of those Chiefs DBs there. Number 6. I can't get a name on him. That's a big pass break up there because he did have Pittman. It's a good throw from Jones. Floats it, caught with the hands, and just gets punched out by number 6. It's a great defensive play by Cook. I finally got a name on the back of the jersey. 8:26 to go, 2nd and 10. Jones has thrown 5 straight incomplete here. We'll see if he can break that streak. Gun set once again for him. 12 personnel on the field. Takes the snap. They play fake it once again to Taylor. Checks it down to Taylor. Now he's got some blocks ahead. Taylor looking to navigate, and he gets up to the 39, maybe the 40-yard line. The footage keeps, like, I don't know, just frying itself. Something's up with the NFL cameras. Your chest, take a breath. Deep breath. Deep, deep breath. Deep breath, my brother. Deep breath. 3rd and 3 now for the Colts after the gain of 7. After the play fake and the check down, or what could have just been a screen there off of that, it's going to be... I mean, they do not have a tight end out here on the field. Or maybe they do in Warren. Chiefs are showing heavy pressure. Taylor went in motion around a little bit here. Jones taking the snap. The pressure does come. He gets it away quickly, and a diving Pittman cannot make the catch. 7:34 to go. It's a 3-and-out for the Colts offense. Jones just can't set his feet with the pressure coming in on him. The Chiefs bring, what is that? That's 6 guys that come in looking to make a tight window throw to Pittman, and Pittman just can't get enough on that dive to reel it in. Would have been a first down if he could have got to it. Instead, it brings out Sanchez to punt. Chiefs look like they're trying to block this thing. Sanchez gets the snap and boots it away. There was a guy that got back there. And that'll be fair caught inside of the 15-yard line, back to the 11, it would appear. One-score game. Colts trying to hang on to what would be a signature win on the year in Kansas City, in Arrowhead. Chiefs have brought it down to a one-score game. That takes us to commercial break with 7:27 to go. And I am finally going to run and take a bathroom break real quick because I got to pee. What? Okay, love you. Alrighty, we are back. We are back. It's going. Oof. Gotta run to the store for the old lady. I got you, Woofy. Hey, thanks for popping in and hanging out as long as you did. It was good to see you, man. Good to see you here in the chat, man. Very good to see you. Oh, we got a one-score game here in Indianapolis, but let's check around the rest of the NFL, see if these how these scores have evolved a little bit here. Of course, we got our game, 2017, Colts hanging on. Titans looking to make some sort of a comeback effort here, 17-30, and they've got the ball inside the Seattle 25. Jets have it, 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 11. Giants trying to convert 3rd and 6 at their own 42. Steelers now in a 10-point hole. They've got it 2nd and goal at the Chicago 9. That's a 31-21 ball game. And then the Pats have made they've made a 10-point ball game over there in Cincinnati. A lot going on today, man. Please just give me this, football gods. I unfortunately cannot influence the football gods. Here we go. Mahomes snaps it. Hands off to Hunt, who gets blown up in the backfield. Loss of 2, it would appear. Back to the 10-yard line after the fair catch at the 12. Trying to get that run game going there. And just unable to find a single thing going on there. Ooh, boy. Here we go. It's 2nd and 11. They only call it a loss of 1. Back to the 11-yard line. Empty set for Mahomes. Now Brashad Smith is going to join into the backfield. No, now he motions out of it. Mahomes, deep drop. Now he's got to scramble up a little bit there, and he's going to have some guys converge. They get him for a sack. Loss of 1. Big number 90 sitting there in the middle. That big defensive tackle. That is Grover Stewart. Able to hold his rush lane and push. Pretty much, he kind of pushes the guy back into Mahomes. Just enough to give him the room to get back and sling him down. A couple of Colts end up getting to him before Stewart does, but Stewart's the one that finishes the play off. It's going to be 3rd and 11 now, 6:13 and counting down to go. Mahomes in the gun. It's going to be 12. No, it won't be. Is that 12 personnel? I think it's 12 personnel. Gun set, 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. Taking the snap now, dropping back. Another deep drop for Mahomes, stepping up in the pocket. Now he's got to look. Now he throws, lofting, and can't find anybody. Looking for Travis Kelce on that right center half of the field, and just completely overthrows him. That's a miss and a half there. You want to talk about overthrows? That's a Mahoverthrow on that one right there. And really just nothing downfield comes open. It's only a 3-man rush with a quarterback spy. there for the Colts. They close in on him, make him antsy in the pocket, and then he just launches one too far. It's going to bring on a rise at a punt once again. He'll be taking the snap at about his own goal line here. Gets the kick, or gets it off. And that is going to be fielded at the Indianapolis 40, and he's going to have a chance to get some yardage, and he does, up to his own 48-49. Colt ball with 5:45 to go. And they're going to be in much better field position here. We'll see if they adjust after how that last drive went here. They haven't ran the ball all that much today, and they haven't really ran the ball well today either. When they have tried to do so, the run game's kind of been in and out for him. Of course, Taylor does have that one huge run that's really helped him out, 14-55 for him. They'd love another carry like that. I'll say that much. They would love another carry like that. Pistol set here for Jones. Nobody else in the backfield to join him. It'll be 12 personnel there on that left side of the line. They motion Warren over to make it trips to the right. Takes the snap. Jones back to throw. Jones looking, loading. Almost intercepted. Two different Kansas City Chiefs had a chance on that one. I think that was Connor and Nick Bolton that could have picked that thing off. Came from the left side of the field there. He's looking for Warren. And Jones just doesn't get enough air under that to get it over anybody. It hits Connor right in the hands. Oh, man, that is a godsend of a break. Jones once again in the gun. It's going to be 11 personnel here. Taking the snap, throwing once again. Gets it out short, looking for Warren. Incomplete. Why aren't they running the ball? That's Hicks that's in on the coverage there. Looking for Tyler Warren on that left side. Just trying to get some yards. Jones letting one fly there. Hits Warren in the left hand. Or the overextended right hand. Just doesn't go anywhere. 3rd and 10. 5:36 to go. Jones trying to get things set up at the line of scrimmage a little bit here. Trips bunch to that right side. Warren isolated up top. Now Pittman will join him as the play clock runs down to 3. They get the snap off barely. Chiefs bring 5. They have a man. Oh, and Pittman only able to get 5 yards on that. Gets tripped up when he had a lane to get to the first down markers. That's going to be another Indianapolis 3 and out. We could see them try to go for this here on 4th and 4. We're going to see the offense at least break the huddle, trying to put a nail in the coffin, or at least maybe trying to run a little more clock off here. Jones will set up in the gun. It's going to be a 2-by-2 set with Warren at or Pierce at the top of the formation. Taylor will be to Jones's right. They motion a guy in downs, trying to draw somebody off sides. And now they're just sitting here. We either got a delay or a timeout. And looks like they're taking the delay. None of the Chiefs end up jumping. Colts were trying to get a free first down on that one. They don't get it. It'll be a delay. They'll punt it. That's the way that usually goes. They do run the clock to 4:49. And it's going to be, once again, up to Lou Anarumo's defense. Jones has not looked good since a stellar start. 16-20 to start this thing out. Now 2 of his last 10. Brings up an 18 for 30 stat line for him, but it's not been good since that start. It's going to bring on Rigoberto Sanchez once again to punt this thing away. Lou Anarumo's defense going to have to stand up once again. Snap is good. Kick is up. And that is going to be... We get a flag. Yeah, there was a blatant holding call. I just saw a Chief tackle down one of the Colts gunners. That's going to back him up there. He doesn't even get back to his own 15-yard line. And that is going to be an even bigger hole for the Chiefs now. Because that's going to be a massive... I watched that happen. I watched the ref tug at his belt there. That's a major hold. He tackled the guy. Oh, yeah. So it'll be half the distance to the goal line from about the 14-yard line. Chiefs are going to have this at their own 7 to start this out, and that is Fulton that's in on the coverage there. Like I said, he just wraps around the guy and tackles him down pretty much. That's going to draw a flag every time. 4:43 to go here in the fourth. Oh, we'll see the set they come out in here in a second. There's a stoppage, I think, for some reason. Chiefs are going to be in the gun here. It's going to be trips to that left side. Kelsey isolated to the right. Running back to his right as well. Mahomes will check it down quickly, just trying not to get tackled in his own end zone, and that will not be enough for a first. We got a flag down on the tackle. Pratt brought down Kareem Hunt there. It would have been a gain of 7. What do we got here on a flag? Are we going to see the rare enforcement of a hip drop? No, it's offensive pass interference. That's going to back him up even further. I was really scared there that they were, for the first time ever, that I've seen, enforce a hip drop tackle. Which it wouldn't have been. It's OPI. Yeah, he just picks it and doesn't even look like he's trying to run a route. So it'll push him back further now to the 3. It'll be 1st and 13 now from Kansas City's 3-yard line. Really, the 2.5. Mahomes will come out in the gun once again. Still going to be trips to that left side. Mahomes, quick drop, looking short, and miscommunication with Worthy. Throws it way behind him. Incomplete. 2nd and 13. Colts defense and Lou Anarumo trying to stand up one more time. Or maybe just stand up again. In what has been a nail-biter so far of a 20-17 ball game. Offense has died here in the second half for the Colts, but their defense is hanging in here. Mahomes will come out once again in the gun. It's going to be 2-by-2 set there with a tight end on that right side of the formation. That is Kelsey. Mahomes takes the snap. It's a deep drop for him there. Oh, almost gets sacked, but it's Rashee Rice who comes free, breaks out of a tackle. 35-40, 45-50, and he's out at midfield. That's a 47-yard completion. If Mahomes hangs on to that ball for another hitch, it's a safety. Instead, it is flipped into a massive gain. Rashee Rice gets free. Mahomes able to sling it in there. Rice breaks out of a tackle. And then Pratt able to finally catch up there and knock him out of bounds, but not before he gets up to or a little bit past midfield. They've got it right at the 50 now. Mahomes is under center here. It's 12 personnel. They hand it off. Kareem Hunt trying to go middle here. Minimal gain. Brought down at the 49-yard line. Maybe they give him the 48 there. Jermaine Pratt looking to help this Colts defense survive. They give him 2 on that. It'll be down to the 48. 2nd and 8. 4 minutes. 4 minutes on the clock. And ticking down. Clock still running. Now we've hit 4 minutes. So here we go. 12 personnel once again out of the gun. Mahomes, half-hearted play fake. Stands in the pocket. Now slings one. Looking right side. Incomplete. Outstanding coverage by Charvarius Ward on Xavier Worthy. You talk about seatbelt. That's duct tape and a seatbelt there. An outstanding pass breakup. Times the contact perfectly. Slides his arm in there. Able to break up that throw on one that he really needed to be able to do so. Both guys getting handsy with each other on the route. Worthy wanted a flag and he didn't get it. 3:46 to go. 3rd and 8. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 48-yard line. Mahomes will once again come out in the gun. It's going to be 12 personnel once again. Kelsey and Gray here on the play. Gray chips to block and he goes. Mahomes running for his life and somehow slings one in the direction of Gray, and it looked like it might have been incomplete. Refs call it a catch, and we've got an injured Noah Gray, looks to be knocked out. But I'd be shocked if we don't get a challenge from Lou Anarumo or from the Colts here, from Steichen. Oh, that ball never hits the ground. Catches it between his thighs and then able to kind of keep it corralled to his body with his elbow. Doesn't hit the ground. But Gray just did not get up after that. He's still down. Looked like he was knocked out. Looked like his head bounced off of the turf there, just right there on the sideline. It's not enough to convert, but it's enough to put KC into field goal range. And now with 3:32, they're going to go to break. You hope Gray's able to get up okay. Of course, me being myself, as much as I hate the Chiefs, I hate seeing injuries, man. Injuries are bad. And I hope the guy's okay. He did go down rough, too. It was pretty much straight up to straight down. So I do hope he is okay. Oh, while we are in break, we can check on some more of these scores from around the league. Titans weren't able to do anything with that last drive we were talking about there, so it's 30-17, and they've got 4th and 6 at the Seattle 41. Lions trying to get a game-tying drive together at the worst. And, yeah, they're down 27-24 at home to the Giants. That could be a pick that, backfires on me there a little bit. Jeez, okay, hiccups, bad time. We got a 3-point game in Chicago. Chicago looking to run the clock out over... Oh my god, over there. Same with New England in Cincinnati. They're up 3. Dude, where did these hiccups come from? What the fuck? Oh, come on. This is the most random bout of hiccups I've ever had. The Ravens do close out their game against the Jets, 23-10. So a Steelers loss would make for a tie at the top of the AFC North, and those two teams still have to play each other this year. Okay. Can the hiccups please go away? Jeez Louise. No, the answer is no, apparently. I'm gonna need my diaphragm to reset itself. Gray does walk off of the field here. Looks a little dazed, to be honest. So you hope he's okay. It's 4th and 3. Chiefs are gonna try to go for this thing. They're at the edge of their field goal range. 3:26 and running. 3 receivers and a tight end out for Mahomes. He's in the gun. Hunt to his left side. Mahomes taking the snap. Colts bring pressure. Mahomes sets his feet and gets it to Rashee Rice, who's got a first down and more. Makes a man miss at the 30 and then gets down to the 25. Or the 24-yard line. That's another... oh my goodness. Huge conversion there for the Chiefs. And Rashee Rice barely hangs on to this thing, just running a crossing route across the field. Throw is a little high. He's got to jump up for that thing. Mahomes just looking like Phillip Rivers on that, just putting all his arm into it and no leg. And my hiccups still have not gone away. Down to the Indy 24-yard line now. Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off to Kareem Hunt, who will get tackled down after a minimal gain. Looks like they're trying to tick this clock all the way down and score a touchdown here to win. And we're going to see this clock go down. They're going to run this to the 2-minute warning. Rashee Rice with 110 second half receiving yards. Goodness. What are we doing? God damn it, we really going to lose this? No. Don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. Do not. Do not talk like that, Ender Games. It's going to take him to the 2-minute warning commercial break. Oh my goodness, dude. These hiccups need to stop. Oh my god, these are irritating. At least I got another commercial break to try and rein them in here. Let me, God. Fucking damn it. No, of course not, dude. Can my diaphragm just please reset? That would be cool. I am not loving these hiccups right now, man. Come on. This is ass. This is ass. Not loving the hiccups here. We are still in that 2-minute warning commercial break, so don't worry. The Chiefs are driving, though. Chiefs are driving. And right now, I mean, oof. Indy does have their backs against the wall as it sits. They've got to make one more stop, man. Either hold this to a field goal and send this thing to overtime, or try and get a turnover. Mahomes is just picking apart Anarumo's defense now, and they're trying to run off some clock. I need these hiccups to go away, man. I'm dying right here. I just can't, man. Hey, you got to keep the faith, man. You got to keep the faith. Don't give up on your boys. Don't give up on the boys. Don't give up on the boys. Don't give up on them. Don't give up on them, man. All right, you can't give up on them. Defense is gonna hand this to the Chiefs. No, they won't. They've stopped them. They've stopped them already in this game plenty of times. They've got one more in them. Even if it's a field goal. Chiefs are going to have this down to the Indianapolis 22-yard line. Rashee Rice had the big 47-yard play to get the Chiefs to midfield, and then he had a big conversion play as well. 2nd and 8 now from the 22-yard line. Mahomes in the gun. It'll be 11 personnel here for him. 2 receivers stacked on the right side. Mahomes dropping back. Gets it to Juju Smith, who makes his first appearance, and that's a gain of 10. Gets it right to the sticks there. Or gain of 8, excuse me. It's an exact gain of 8. We're going to get a timeout on one side here. Likely Indianapolis. Yeah, they're going to want as much time as they can get if they can get this ball back. Chiefs are already in scoring range here. Now it's just this defense that needs to keep them out of the end zone. Oh, come on, man. I can't with these damn hiccups. That's Juju's first catch of the day as well, finally making his appearance. Come on. This is such a bad time to get hiccups, man. I don't even know what I did. I don't even know what I did. Minute 54 coming out of the timeout now. Indy took their first after the first down reception. Trying to keep some time on the clock to try and go down and win the game if KC scores one way or another. Mahomes in the gun. It's going to be 3 guys to the left side. It's going to be bunched trips in that formation. Mahomes hands it off to Kareem Hunt. Hunt scampering forward. Doesn't get far. Tackled down. They give him the... Where are they going to spot this here? Looks to be the 11. Colts will take their second timeout here of the second half. Kareem Hunt, obviously, having a good game in his own right. I don't have the numbers up right now, but he has been having himself a pretty good game as well, averaging good yardage per carry. I'm pulling up the numbers now. I'm not going to babble here for forever. 21 to 76, so under 4. Colts defense has been able to rein in Kareem Hunt here as of late. He was having a really good first half, though, I will say that. But he's down to 3.6 a carry. Makes it 2nd and 7 now, coming off of the timeout there. 3-yard run by Kareem Hunt to get him down to the 11. Mahomes in the gun, trips left side. Kelsey isolated on top to the right side. Mahomes takes a snap, 3-step drop for him. Now he's moving around a little bit there. Pressure getting in on a 3-man rush, and he's able to get this thing to Brashad Smith out of the backfield. Colts tackle him a yard short of the sticks. And they're not going to take the timeout here. I think that now their defense is trying to hold here on 4th down. Mahomes able to roll around a little bit and finds Brashad Smith open underneath, really underneath the linebackers, it looked like. Or just above the flat. 3rd and 1. It's going to be a full house set here for Mahomes. Hands it off. Kareem Hunt needs 1. He gets 3. Down to the 1. Colts take their final timeout. Could see a situation here where the Colts let them score, preserve as much clock as they can. But the Colts do take their final timeout. Oh my goodness. Hunt's down to the 1. Chiefs are trying to come in and win this thing, get their first one-score win of the year. Colts are now out of timeouts with 1:05 to go. Jones trying to get warm over on the sidelines, looking like they're going to need him for a game-winning drive, potentially. Got a trainer working on it, looked like Chris Jones over on the sideline. I lied about the spot. It's down to the 2-yard line now. 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Colts are going to be looking to hold. Here we go. Full house once again for Mahomes. They just hand it right off to Hunt, and Hunt is going to be stuffed. They move him all the way back to the 4. Jermaine Pratt comes in and lays down the wood. Chiefs are going to let this clock run here because of the worst. They kick a field goal to go to overtime. But Jermaine Pratt just squeezes in between the guard and the center, the guard and the tackle, shoots through the A-gap, it looked like, and just kills that play before it gets anywhere. 35 seconds and counting down. Mahomes in the gun, trips bunch to the right side. Kelsey isolated on the left side. Now they're going to bring Rice. No, they keep him on the right side. Mahomes snaps it. Mahomes dropping. Mahomes looking, trying to direct traffic, and just throws it out of the back of the end zone there. Was looking for Worthy. 20 seconds to go here. 3rd and goal. Now from the 4. Clock does stop now. Chiefs are looking to win this thing here on this final drive. What could be the final drive of regulation. And Mahomes just trying to throw one off of the back foot, was drifting. Could have maybe drilled that into Worthy. Unable to get it now. So now with the incompletion, maybe we got a timeout as well. Mahomes is over on the sideline, and they did take a timeout. So play clock will not run here. Colts defense with their back against the wall. I don't know that a stop on 3rd down guarantees the Chiefs go for a field goal on this one, but right now you're just trying to hold. They just got to take this one play at a time here. Mahomes gonna come off the sideline now. Matt Nagy's kind of in his ear, trying to get one more thing to him a little bit here. Chiefs are gonna come out into the huddle. Mahomes gets him a sip of water. They've only got the camera on Mahomes, man. Give me something else to talk about. So here we go. 3rd and goal. Chiefs now in the huddle. Breaking it here in just a second. Play clock running again. So now we're really for real. 20 seconds on the clock. 3rd and goal from the 4. Mahomes in the gun. Bunch right, trips bunch to the right side. And they got Tyquan Thornton isolated bottom of the formation. Mahomes dropping. Mahomes looking. Mahomes will be sacked! Multiple Colts are going to converge on him. And with their backs against the wall, the Colts will not let KC win this thing outright in regulation. Reed takes a timeout. That's a huge stand by the Colts inside of the 1, or inside of the 5. Nothing really comes open for him there. The Colts, they all play their guys well. And the good thing, I mean, you can get away running zone there when it gets really short just because there's no space. What a stop by this Indianapolis defense to keep him out of the end zone. Anarumo's fired up, as he should be. So was Steichen. The cavalry got there. And now on 4th and goal, 3 seconds to go. It's going to be Butker, and this is about as gimme of a kick as it gets. Butker has been perfect from this range so far this season. Chiefs did take a timeout here. Butker trying to line this thing up. It's a 25-yard kick. He's been perfect in range all year long. This could force overtime. 25 from the right hash. It's down. The kick is up. And that is good. Ooh, I have hit the wrong button. Extra football here in this morning window game. We're going to overtime at 20 apiece. Here we go. I think this is the first overtime game I've called this season. So don't go anywhere. Folks, we're going to overtime. The Colts defense able to hang on to a desperate final stand. Goodness. Chiefs do get the field goal. Hey, with the Chiefs, Ender Game, with the Chiefs gunning for the touchdown right there, man. That was, with the field position, that was the best thing you could have hoped for. Oh boy, couple of games going to overtime here in this window. Giants-Lions going to overtime at 27 apiece. And Bengals looking to try to force overtime there. Couple of these these afternoon games have kicked off already. Browns-Raiders, Jags-Cards, they have all kicked off. Oh boy. So here we go. Colts are going to get this thing to start out overtime. We're going to go to a commercial break real quick, but we've got overtime football coming your way here in just a minute. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a hell of a game to see the rest of the way out. The stakes could not be higher for anybody involved. And yeah, given the field position, Ender Games, honestly, field goal was the best outcome. They had that at year 5. They had that at year 2. And they just could not punch it in. That's a huge stand for the defense right there. Big goal line stand where Casey's trying to win that thing. My goodness. I've still got faith. Still got to keep the faith, man. See what Indy can do here. It was a rough second half for him, but you can wipe that all away in overtime. We are still in commercial break before this game goes to overtime, so you are not missing any of the most important moments of this game at all. Chiefs able to overcome a 2-score deficit in the final minutes of the game, and now they have forced overtime. Oh. They're explaining all the overtime rules, so here we go. Coin toss decides possession, obviously, yada yada. So it's going to be Butker on to boot this thing away. It looks like standard procedure after the field goal as we go into overtime now. Colts are going to get it first. Both teams get a chance to possess the ball no matter what score is put on the board. Oh, man. What a game. And we get more of it. Here we go. Butker trotting, and he will boot this thing away. It's going to be Indy ball fielded at the 3-yard line with a bit of a running start here. And that is Abdullah gets it past the 30 up to the 34-yard line. So here we go. Colts offense going to come out now. They've been dead this second half, but now they got a chance to go down and dictate how this overtime is going to go. Touchdown or a field goal, either way, it gives Kansas City the ball to see if they can match or outdo. We'll see what they got here. 1st and 10 now at their own 34-yard line. It's going to be Jones in the gun. It's a tight set for him here. Taking the snap now. They fake it and toss it out there to one of their big tight ends. That is Drew Ogletree with the catch. Looks to be a gain of 4, maybe 5 there on 1st down. Just looking to get positive yardage here after 3 straight 3-and-outs for Indianapolis. They're going to have it 2nd and 6 now. Ogletree Able to haul that one in. A bit of a high, looked to just a bit of a high throw on an RPO, it looked like. So here we go, 2nd and 6. Now across their own 35. Just about to the 37-yard line now. Jones in the gun. Or under center, sorry. They motion down to the left side. They will hand off to Taylor. Taylor looking to find room. Able to break out of a tackle. Keeps his legs churning. And nearly gets to the sticks there. Going to be about a yard short. Jonathan Taylor does not go down on first contact. Able to break out of what looked to be a sure tackle at the line. Gets hit in the hips. And just keeps himself going forward. What a carry there by Taylor. And the Colts need him to come alive here in overtime. 3rd and 1 now for the Colts. Gun set for him here. Looks to be 11 personnel. Tyler Warren lined up a little behind the line. They hand it off to Taylor. And he is going to get drugged down in the backfield. Back to the 40-yard line. It's a loss of 2. 3rd and 1 evolves into what should be 4th and 3. We got a score alert. Travis Etienne with a 15-yard reception touchdown. And I mean, the Chiefs knew that they were going to run the ball here. They knew. Drew Tranquil in to make that tackle. Rigoberto Sanchez is going to punt this thing on 4th and 3 in overtime. Gets the ball. Sanchez is going to boot this thing away. Looking to pin KC deep in their own territory, and he will do just that. What a play by the gunner. That is Goodson, number 31, flying in. Chiefs are going to be inside their own 15-yard line. I think they're going to give him the spot where he fielded it, unless they have him going backwards. Tyquan Thornton, or just whoever these Chiefs returners are, that was Beningo, just have had nothing doing in the return game. This Colts special teams playing incredible football. Meanwhile, Baltimore able to tie the AFC North. The Bears get their 8th win on the year and are creeping up on the rest of the NFC. Here we go. Under center for Mahomes. Trips bunch tight end to the left side of the formation. Hand it off to Kareem Hunt, who is going to get met at the line of scrimmage. Breaks out of first contact and is dragged down after a gain of 7. Gets him up to about their 18-yard line, it looked like. 17 or 18-yard line. Clock keeps ticking down. 7:35 to go in this overtime period. 2nd and 3. It is a gain of 7. Here we go. 2nd and 3. Mahomes comes out in the gun. Looks to be a 2x2 set. It is. Now they're going to motion Rashee Rice, orbit motion around the backfield. They snap it. They hand it off to Hunt, who makes a bit of a jump cut there and carries forward for a first down. Gain of 4 on 2nd and 3. Hunt's a little slow getting up there, and he calls in a sub for himself. That'll bring in Clyde Edwards-Helaire into the game, or Brashad Smith. But Hunt did look a little slow getting up there. He's looked a little pained in different spots in this game. Next score wins, of course. Kansas City still pretty back in their own territory here. And we got a stoppage here. I think we got a timeout somewhere, and the camera has just absolutely corrupted itself. They're reviewing something. Yeah, replay review called something from upstairs. So what are they even looking at here? Are they just looking to see where to spot it? Maybe he's down before the line to gain. It would set up a 3rd and extremely short. But I think his knee is going to be down, or his shin's going to be down before he got the line to gain. So this came from upstairs, the review. Of course, no coach's challenge in overtime. Every review comes from upstairs. And he is short of the line to gain. He's just going to be like an inch short of the line to gain there. So it'll set up 3rd and incredibly short. So it'll be 3rd down. Indy's defense looking to force a 3-and-out now. Or not a 3-and-out, but a punt here with KC still back by their own 20-yard line. And after that, a field goal wins the game. I mean, a field goal wins the game anyways right now on either side. Colts defense looking for a big stop here. They've already got one that got him here, that kept him alive and kept KC from scoring. Now they need another big 3rd and 1 stop here. They're respotting the ball real quick. So that's what the current stoppage of play is for. They need the 20, and the ball is spotted pretty much right where the hash mark goes vertical on the 20-yard line. I'd be shocked if we don't see a quarterback sneak of some kind right here. Oh, so here we go. 7-10 and ticking down now. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Chiefs coming out in a very heavy set here, of course. They snap it. They hand it to Hunt. And he's just barely going to fall forward for a first down. Couple of Colts trying to rip the ball away from him. Doesn't get there. He needed about 6 inches, and he gets about 2 feet. New set of downs now for the Chiefs here, and they just come out in a huge set, man. I mean, it's full house under center pretty much. And yeah, just able to gain about 2 feet that they needed there. Sets up 1st and 10 now with 6:30 counting down. KC's got a new set of downs at their own 20, so it's more or less like a punt touchback. They motion number 85 over. That is Tunyon to the left side. Mahomes under center. They will play fake it to Edwards-Helaire. Mahomes escaping trouble. Mahomes overthrowing Travis Kelce. Unable to connect with his big tight end there, who's been Mr. Dependable for the past decade. Oof, and I mean, Kelce found a hole there in that coverage too. If Mahomes hits him, he's got room to run. And just cannot find it. Of course, nobody in the area of it either, so no Colts able to capitalize. 2nd and 10, clock stops. What do we got here? Shotgun set for Mahomes, 11 personnel out on the field. Takes a snap, they hand it off up the middle to Edwards-Helaire, and Helaire keeping the legs moving. It's going to be a minimal gain there, gain of 4. It's going to set up 3rd and medium now. Colts defense looking to force a stop there. Give the offense a chance to go down, kick a field goal to win this thing. Of course, you got the money badger. Colts have already won an overtime game this season. I remember that one too. That was the London game, I want to say. Or the Germany game. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Mahomes in the gun. Tight formation. You got a bunch trips to the right side. Coming out in 12 personnel. Mahomes dropping. Colts bring pressure. Mahomes having to navigate. Mahomes lets it rip. He's got Xavier Worthy. Almost down to the field goal range line. They might call him down early or before that line, working on Charvarius Ward, and Worthy just gets the best of him, releasing from the outer bit of that bunch, running across the formation there, and just Charvarius Ward unable to really locate the ball. Couple of Colts were a millisecond away from getting to Mahomes, and now they've got it at the Indianapolis 46-yard line. Nearly to field goal range. And we've got a stoppage here. Looks to be a timeout. I would imagine likely by Indianapolis. Or perhaps by Kansas City. We'll see what the stoppage or who took the timeout. We do have some sort of timeout. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. The graphic hasn't updated to say who took a timeout. For whatever reason. So New England moves to 10-2. They did win that game. Detroit looks like they're going to be able to hang on or come back and win. They've got the lead in overtime right now. Giants will have the ball. Green Bay wins 23-6 out of that morning window. And Jacksonville with an early 7-0 lead in Arizona. Cleveland with an early 7-0 lead in Vegas. And they've got the ball there as well. And game just kicked off between Dallas and Philadelphia. So it was just some random stoppage. No update on if anyone took a timeout. We just had some sort of stoppage. Maybe respot it here. Here we go. Now at the Indy 45, they motion Brashad Smith. Mahomes is under center. 21 personnel for him here. Mahomes takes a snap. They hand it to Hunt. Hunt makes a man miss there, but he gets blown up at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 1 for him. This Colts defense now trying to hold them just barely out of field goal range with 5:05 and ticking down to go here. Lou Anarumo's unit looking to get one more massive stop to keep Kansas City out of field goal range. They kept him out of the end zone earlier. Now it's about keeping him out of field goal range, or at least trying to force a long field goal. Here we go, 2nd and 10, closer to 2nd and 11 than it is anything else. Mahomes in the gun, trips left side of the formation. Everyone getting set here. Takes a snap, Mahomes dropping, Colts bring 4. Pocket collapsing in on him, he's got Rashee Rice! Slides down at the 24-yard line. Mahomes with a dart on the right side to Rashee Rice. Working on, I believe that is Kenny Moore, number 23, just gets lost in coverage there. Looked like he was trying to pass a guy off, but they're in man coverage on that one. He gets burned there. Looked like he tried to pass the guy off. Kenny Moore is the culprit on that one. They're trying to get closer. They snap it, hand it off to Kareem Hunt going up the middle, who gets ripped down by Franklin. That's still a gain. Positive yardage there. Looked to be a gain of maybe 4. 2nd and 7 now for the Chiefs. 3:42 and counting down. Butker's warming up on the sideline for him there. Of course, CBS broadcast glitching out a little bit. It has been all game here. Next score wins, of course. 3:28 counting down. 2nd and 7. Chiefs are in field goal range. Seaman looking to just get a little closer for them. It's going to be a full house formation here for Mahomes in the backfield. They hand it off once again. Kareem Hunt ripping up the middle. He's got a first down and gets dragged down at the 11. And they've got Butker into automatic range now. They might just try and score a touchdown to top this thing off. Or we'll see if they trot Butker out here now. Of course, once again, next score does win the game. Takes a couple of Colts to drag down Kareem Hunt after a carry like that, man. They've finally been running the ball a little bit here, and it seems to be doing wonders for them right now. Over 100 yards now on the day on 29 attempts. And we got a timeout by Kansas City as the play clock is running down, and they might just send Butker out now. Unless they are just trying to win this with a touchdown, man. I mean, we'll see. Butker's still on the sideline warming up here, so this offense is probably going to stay out for another minute or so. Just try to get closer or try to win in style with a touchdown here. I mean, I'm waiting for something stupid to happen. If Kansas City is trying to win with a touchdown here, I mean, they've already got the field goal more or less in the bag here, but if they're trying to win with the touchdown, if you're the Colts, you've got to force a turnover on this play right here. You've got to punch the ball out or you've got to pick it out of the air, man. You've got to do something. So, of course, Butker is automatic from this range. They are down to just about the 10-yard line here, but Kansas City might just be trying to keep pedal to the metal here. And if they are trying to win this with a touchdown, then Indy's got to force a turnover right here, man. Mahomes once again, full house formation. They snap it, hand off to Kareem Hunt once again. Kareem Hunt staggers forward inside of the 10 as the Colts are trying to do just what I said they were trying to do. Rip that ball away from him. Hunt knew it as good as anybody. Are they going to run this down to the overtime 2-minute warning just for the sake of doing so? 2nd and 7 now, and they are going to run it down to that 2-minute warning. 20-20 still, so we are... Yeah, we do get the overtime 2-minute warning. So that's going to take us to commercial break. Do they really got to force another commercial break down our throat because Andy Reid wants to run this clock for no reason? Dude, you're in field goal range. If you're going to end it, just end it. Oh, man, fuck. I'm sorry, Ender. I'm sorry, man. Whatever happens, I mean, it's not over yet, but it does look that way. I'll throw on the rally backwards hat and hope that magic happens because of my superstition. But it is not looking good for your Indianapolis Colts at the moment. I mean, Chiefs are driving. They're very much in field goal range at the overtime 2-minute warning. They're taking all their damn time. I mean, if they're going to keep running offensive plays, you've just got to find a way to force a turnover, man. You got to find a way to force that ball out of Kareem Hunt's hands. A Colts loss here would keep Denver in the 1 seed by a full game. Now they'd be 9-2 to the Colts 8-3 is what it would be. So here we go. They're gonna bring Butker out to kick try this game-winning kick. It's gonna be 27 yards in a range where he has been completely automatic. Colts are hoping for a block or a miracle shank here by Butker. Are we gonna get an ice the kicker timeout here? We'll see. Every locker room. I mean, hell. Inside out. No, not gonna work. Come on. Alright, whatever. Good luck, backwards hat. My shit's buffering? Okay, good lord. Just get to the kick already, guys. Come on. Alright, they whistle. It's going to be live now. Here we go. It's going to be 27 yards for Harrison Butker. Colts need a block or a miracle shank. It's from the left hash. This is for the win. The kick is up, and it is good. Kansas City comes back and wins. 23-20 is your final from Kansas City. Goodness gracious, what a game. What a way to lose, man. Your guys' offense just went completely dead in the second half. I mean, Jones was not playing well in that second half. I feel you. I feel you, man. Oh, man. That's going to be this stream. I'm going to grab some lunch, and then I'll probably try to be up again for Sunday Night Football. That'll be a good game. It'll be Buccaneers and Rams here for Sunday night. So I'm going to give Ender Game a couple hours to recover. Man, I'm sorry. That's a rough way to go. That's a rough way to go. Hey, thank you all so much for watching, though. This has been an awesome stream. You guys have been great, as always. Love having all of you in here. We broke my stream goal, so that was awesome. Hit 7 likes. I wanted 5, so thank you all so much, of course. And yeah, I should be seeing you guys later tonight, so if you want to see that, of course, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff.